Hello. Hello. How are
Hello.
All right, my mic working?
Yeah.
So, Ricket.
Gonna just publish on the wall. I'm just gonna publish in a message also.
Yeah.
There we go. How are you?
Doing pretty good. How about you?
Hey.
Fucking tired.
You look it, man.
I was on such a good track this week. And then last night my sleep just got messed up. I don't know how.
Mine's been messed up lately too, so.
Like, I cleaned the house all day yesterday. Well, not all day, but I cleaned it pretty fucking thoroughly. So I was like plenty tired by the time I got to bed. And like, it almost seemed like I could fall asleep right away. And then all of a sudden it's just like, oh, no, I'm going to think about stressful things instead.
Oof.
Then,
Oh, fun.
yeah, just one of those nights.
Damn it. Damn, my camera.
What about your camera?
Fucking clip is not.
The clip's misbehaving.
Yeah. There we go.
Perfect.
Now you guys get to see my messy room.
Excuse me.
Oh, you're fine. Oh, yeah. I finally saw Children of Men. I don't know why I haven't gotten around to it.
How'd you enjoy it?
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
If
haven't
it
seen
were-
that in a while. I still remember a lot of it. So.
I mean, if it were made like last year, I'd consider it movie of the year. But
Okay.
yeah, but
2006.
yeah, I actually remember seeing the trailers for that.
Yeah.
I was very confused on what it was going to be about. So
Looks like I'm. Looks like I have a sunburn, but I haven't seen the sun in so long. Maybe I'm just really warm. What the hell's wrong with me? Am I dying?
Thank you so much for reviewing Old Boy.
Oh, no
that was
problem.
wonderful.
That was your best review.
You know, I take back that what I said about what I thought about that fight scene. I was only like fucking 13 when I saw that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
That's
now that I
fine.
look at it, yeah.
I just think, like, I don't know. It's just one of those. Like, the remake isn't bad if the original didn't exist. Well, it is still very bad, but it's not like as bad. You know?
I will say,
like, it's like if the original didn't exist, you'd be like, well, this is a forgettable kind of weird movie that had incest in it. But
I mean, I will say this: at least in the remake, the twist was kind of funny.
Yeah, there was a lot about it that was kind of funny.
Father.
Father,
Yeah.
Father, what are you doing with that shotgun?
It's their weekly shotgun death foreplay.
Yeah.
That they constantly have, you know.
Father, have you loaded the shotgun with confetti again?
Basically. Yeah, I'm glad I made that review too.
Not only is it incest, but
I mean, if
also
the remake never existed, then the review would never have existed, and there's a good chance I would have never seen the original.
not only is this family
Okay.
Yeah, my sister wants me to see the original too. And
Well,
she-
I mean, I probably would have recommended the original at some point anyway.
Did you watched the review before you saw the original?
I
know a few people did.
I watched the Josh Brolin one first, regrettably enough, because my family was watching
Oh,
it.
sorry, I forgot you said that.
Yeah. Oh man, somebody's going for a walk.
Hello.
Hello.
YOLO.
Hey, I'm walking. I don't know if y'all are getting cars going by.
It's fine.
Welcome to Florida.
Florida?
Oh no.
Hell yeah.
Watch out.
Yeah,
Watch out
where
for
pedestrians get run over all the
alligators.
time.
Watch out.
Alligators, Florida men. I'm one of them right now.
Yeah.
Man.
Florida man hit by car at Hangout.
Oh no, please.
We would have to incriminate the evidence.
Yeah.
What am I walking
Oh.
in on? What are you guys talking about?
boy.
We're talking about Old Boy.
We're talking
Old
about.
boy. Oh,
We're talking.
Oh,
Yeah.
Adam, I've got another game to recommend to you. It
What's
was a
that?
long consideration, but it's called Scavenger SV4.
What the fuck is that?
Here, let me post a link to the game.
Avenger SV4?
Yeah, it's on Steam.
Okay. Atmospheric sci-fi game. First person. Part simulator, part roguelike. Elements of action. Okay. Is this new?
I think it was
This
released
is
last year,
yeah.
but it
This
looks
is
like Jedi
exactly a
Outcast.
year ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
But,
This is what kind? Like, what would you say? Is it like anything? Is it reminiscent of anything?
it's kind of unique on its own, but what you do is you are on a ship, you control a rover, that you send it down to the planet and collect parts. However, not only do you have to maintain the rover, but you have to maintain the ship, your own health.
Is it like a
It's,
more advanced version of Duskers?
I don't know, but it was
I'll
either
shoot
this or
Is it like?
Yeah.
Is it one of those like time sinks where you have to be responsible for a lot of things?
I'd say like 3 things:
Okay.
your health, the ship, and when I say the ship, I mean like your computers and whatnot. They can
Yeah.
crash. That, or it was going to be like Elite Dangerous, which I think you'd have gotten frustrated with.
Elite Dangerous is
I
like
played that.
it's like the fighter combat's fun, but it's like I
Oh,
can't really
yeah.
get entertained with anything.
You
Um,
know
other than
what?
that.
They really like buffed the mining, and I like. I've been playing that game for 5 years, and I got like one of the biggest ships, most expensive ships, just like last month because of the mining.
I'm
It's
just
like,
one of the people
sweet.
writing the dream of Star Citizen still.
Uh,
It's
I-
going places.
it's
It's-
going places, but for me, I just can't run the damn game because it's like
Oh,
on
definitely.
the Cry engine. I can
um,
only like max 25 frames on it.
Someone in
got
chat was
Hollow Knight,
asking.
but I haven't touched it yet.
Sorry.
I got Hollow Knight, but I haven't touched it yet. It was
Yeah,
on
I got that in
Steam.
my humble monthly. I haven't touched that
Technically
yet.
beat it. But
Technically?
apparently there's like a billion more things I have to do to get the real ending now.
Oof.
So
That's what caused me to stop playing Undertale. Is I like beat it, and it's like, hey, you didn't make good enough friends with everybody. I'm like, are you
You
shitting
know
me?
what though? I think
Getting
like
the true-
okay.
I got True
both
Pacifist
of
on my
those-
first run.
I was
It's
both
not
not
of
too
that
big
hard
with
getting the
Undertale.
best ending on Undertale.
Both of those games are really great, and I would like. I'm gonna keep playing through Hollow Knight. I don't know when, but I'll want to get like the better ending probably. But in Undertale, it's like the game is so different when you do like pacifist versus normal versus
Yeah.
genocide. It's like a whole. It like I consider the pacifist run to be like absolutely necessary. Like it's awesome. And then just watch the genocide run on YouTube because you might not want to actually do it.
You might
No,
not want to be
don't.
that person.
Yeah,
Um,
Even aside from like how fucked up the genocide run is,
it's
genocide is
so
also really boring because it intentionally puts you through like the most mind-numbingly boring grinding on purpose.
well. Yeah, I mean, it's
Speaking of mind-numbing grinds, I got Forsaken and the annual pass for Destiny 2.
you
That's
got
what I
what?
did. I got the newest content packs for Destiny 2, and
Oh,
it's
Oh,
actually
boy.
pretty. It's actually pretty enjoyable because it's the first glimpses of like us seeing what Destiny can be without Activision fucking with things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That was
toast,
the thing.
a toast to Bungie for leaving Activision.
Oh, that's what they did. First
But-
game.
yeah. When did that
yeah.
happen?
Champagne.
Bungie got divorced and left the kids.
Did that
I
happen
mean,
like
Oh.
pretty
I
recently?
mean, took the kids. Words.
They won custody.
I thought
Bungie took the fucking kids.
another company owns Halo, though, is the thing.
Oh
yeah,
yeah. Well, I mean, they're not
343.
going to go back to making Halo, but they'll go back to making games that aren't.
2 actually has like a lot of cool, like kick-ass lore to it if you go and like look for it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, because I mean, the Halo 1 is like my favorite game, And then the other Halos I thought were obviously rushed in the campaign, which they were. So I guess you can't really blame Bungie for that because that would be Microsoft's fault. So we'll see if they make good games again, I guess. But I don't think
Yeah.
they'll make anything as great as Halo.
That is true. Oh man.
I don't know if anybody saw my tweet. I'm pissed off because like I was playing the Master Chief Collection, and there's
Oh,
still
yeah.
there's still fucking bugs that are preventing me from getting these achievements that I'm trying to get. Like I want the goat roped achievement, which is basically like you have to beat the campaign on Legendary in under 3 hours, but
Yeah,
you
I
can do
saw
it one
that
level at
tweet.
a time. And so basically it's like, okay, you need to look at a level where you could get a better time and then try to bring your time down. And so for the second time now, I beat level 9 keys in like 8 minutes, and it still doesn't register, and it's because of a fucking bug in the game, and they still haven't fixed the game, and I'm really
That-
pissed off about it.
Ah.
That's just bad
Like
programming.
how can I be motivated to get these achievements that I want to get? It's like what can I? It doesn't even record when I do it. You know,
I'd be pretty pissed if it did that to me on like Dishonored or something.
it was the second time. The first time I didn't even notice that it didn't record it, and then as I was looking through my times to see what I could get better now, like the first time I beat it in 8 minutes, it was like 2 years ago, I think. But then I looked through my times, I'm like, oh, it didn't record it, so I just did it again. Took me like a couple days. Well, not a couple full days, but
It's still a lot of time.
yeah. And so I've just been playing Xbox while I'm like working out. I've got my exercise bike, so I'm trying to be healthy, and I
Right.
feel like playing video games while I exercise is the easiest way to distract me from the fact that I'm exercising.
It's funny because
sorry.
oh, I was just gonna say, it's funny because I have like a pull-up bar in my room, and back in middle school I was able to do like 12 tops.
Yeah.
Now I can only like do 2. So
You gotta work it back up. I have my exercise bike in my like home theater kind of room, like the projector
Yeah.
room, and so most of my exercise would be like when I'm doing my list videos because I'm watching so many movies. But I realized that like it's kind of distracting to do it while I'm watching a movie. Like I'm too focused on the exercise itself, and then the entire time it's just like I'm thinking about like, okay, I'm gonna stop when it says this amount of calories or whatever, and it's just like if I'm playing a video game, it's like I'm so distracted by the video game that I exercise more without even realizing it. I'm like, oh, look how much progress I've made, and I didn't even know I was making. Like, I don't even feel like out of
Are you playing?
it's so weird.
Are you playing like single player games in this case?
Yeah. So like,
Oh,
I'm trying
well-
to beat some achievements on Halo. I was doing
Okay.
trials, so I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off at everything. I was trying to do Trials Fusion because I love it. I don't know if you guys know what it is. It's like a motorbike game.
yeah.
They had this
Clear
whole,
obstacles and path. Yeah, it's a pretty cool game.
they had this whole DLC seasons pass that I bought a while ago, and so now I'm like, okay, I want to check out all the DLC. And so I go to one of the DLC levels, and it's like, oops, sorry, you need the season pass. I'm like, okay, and then I click to buy it. It's like, you already own it. Install it, yes. And then it still won't let me play it, and it's just a never-ending loop of them thinking that I don't have it when I have it, and it's already installed. That I've done everything, and it pisses me off. Nothing works for me. Everything's just upsetting.
That's infuriating. Like,
It's insanely infuriating. And what's even more infuriating is like the second game was better, but that's not on the Xbone. So I'd have
Okay.
to hook up my 360 to play it, which I might just do because it's a fun game. But god damn it,
yeah. I mean, you've seen Dishonored, right?
I know of it. Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
it. I haven't played it. I don't want to.
Oh well. Throughout it, you can go through the game without killing people,
Yeah,
without being detected.
yeah.
If
Not
I-
pacifist.
Yeah, I'm trying to do this run where
Undertale.
it's like, it's like a run where you don't use magic, don't kill anyone, and don't get detected.
Yeah.
that is tough. But if I were
I've
not to
been
get an
playing,
achievement for finishing, sorry.
Oh well, I've been playing Smash Ultimate. I don't know if you guys have been doing that at all or getting on the Smash train.
Oh,
yeah.
Uh,
Like
Yeah.
online is just so ass. But
Yeah,
like,
I don't even
on terms of like,
I
oh
Sorry.
yeah, what's up?
I'll let you
My-
finish.
yeah, I was
Oh,
just
okay,
gonna
well-
say,
Wait, let him
God
finish.
damn it.
yeah.
Let the guy who's talking about.
But like, in terms of like working out, I just like I'll play online, and the way they work things with the points and whatever,
Gosh
it's
damn
like,
it.
yeah, really, gosh damn it, gosh heck, like you play so much, but then eventually you get paired up with a pro or somebody in like the Smash leagues, and eventually I just like anger workout after I get fucking raped by like gimps or whatever, or just like cheap ass characters.
Okay, so
some
Trials Rising comes out in exactly 1 month.
For some reason, every time I get absolutely fucking destroyed online, it's almost always a Fire Emblem character that does it.
Yeah,
Uh,
fucking Crom. Like everybody's fucking Crom
Dude.
on Smash. I swear.
Crom is a
Fucking
weird
Ron
name.
and Lucina in particular, just
Like every Fire
Ike is
Emblem.
my boy.
God.
I'm
fucking-
Bowser. Will always be Bowser.
To be
My
fair,
fr-
the thick boys are actually really good.
My brother always.
I'm actually great with Bowser.
I'm
And-
actually surprised, Adam, that you are not into Incineroar, considering who you are. But that's fine.
Well,
I'm not here.
it depends what you mean by
Oh.
into. I'm talking about playing a video game.
I
I'm good
didn't.
at Bowser.
I didn't
Oh, there
imply
we go.
any kind of meaning. You take it how you want.
I would bang
Incineroar
Incineroar,
sounds
yeah,
more like
but
Scott.
I'm gonna play the game as Bowser.
That would
It's,
actually be kind of awesome if we could
me-
do like.
Me and my
Incineroar
buddies,
seems more like Scoot's territory.
Yeah.
yeah.
we got bored one day. We were like, you know what we haven't played in like years? Fucking Minecraft. That's what.
Uh, you know,
Man.
so I got
That
a
was-
server host and we like modded the shit out of it. Now it's just like, all right, cool. What do we do now?
Man,
You know-
I would almost like want to do that for the gaming channel, but I'm not a child predator, so
Well, I mean, you don't have to put it on the channel. I mean, you can come and just hang out. fuck
I don't
around.
think I don't
Yeah.
want to play games
Don't wanna
unless I'm
play.
doing it for the channel.
Oof.
There was like an entire year plus of my life where I just stopped playing games because I was like, that's when I started doing full time on my YMS channel before like my gaming channel was like a weekly stream thing. I just like stopped playing games, and so the only way I could motivate myself into playing games again was to like make it a part of my job, kind of.
If you want to hop on the Anthem bandwagon, I could throw you a VIP access code.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, have you
I
seen like?
appreciate it though.
Have you seen the critical video on like them trying to get like actually play the game? Just like 10 minutes of loading screens.
Yeah, it was pretty bad at the beginning there.
What is Anthem supposed to be again? It's like
It's-
multiplayer shooter.
Yeah, it's like BioWare third-person shooter. Movement's really satisfying.
But it's
I
like
hope
it's
they,
like an online thing, right?
Yeah, it's like online only.
kind of thing.
Yeah,
And I
I'm
hope
really
they,
like I can't deal with
Like, you could play
competitive
solo.
online games right now.
It's not competitive. It's not.
It looks horrifically unoriginal and bland.
It looks like it feels good. Like the gameplay plays good. The issue is that the servers right now give me horrific input lag. Like it's like my guy will keep running and I'm like don't even have my hands on the keyboard and shit.
oh, that is bad.
Play as a guy in power armor and fly around.
Yeah. People in chat were saying I should get back into Beat Saber. I would love to. But I've like the built-in songs are so easy to beat. Like I can beat them so easily that I need a better challenge. So I have the custom tracks, but now I can't stream those on Twitch anymore because they banned copyrighted music. Because so like if I stream any of the custom tracks, which most of them are copyrighted songs, then I'll just get banned from Twitch. So if I set up my stream to do it on YouTube and just deal with, get a copyright strike there, but it doesn't matter because they're just monetizing the video, I'm not going to get banned.
Just
Then
make
that's
your
fine.
own song.
Oh,
I didn't hear what you said because a card goes by.
Sorry for that.
You could. Sorry, A-OK, can you just mute yourself and then push to talk? and then just whenever you have
Sorry,
something to say,
yeah.
just unmute yourself. Thank
Uh,
you.
Gotcha.
I just said, why don't you just use your own song for Beat Saber? You can't copyright strike yourself.
I actually
the map and stuff for it though.
I don't know if you guys have seen any of my Beat Saber streams. There's one song that I really want to beat still, the Hustle Bones track by Death Grips. And I was playing it so much that the guy who mapped that track made a post on my subreddit saying that he was watching me play it, and I actually messaged him back, and I commissioned him to map out one of my tracks from the upcoming album. Actually,
Oh, that's cool.
So-
So.
so we'll see. I haven't tested it out yet, but I need to do that soon.
It's so cool when you find like a good map in Beat Saber, because it's like you could see like the work that went into it. The first time I experienced this is I picked up Gangnam Style because I'm like, I like K-pop, you know, it's all right. Pick up Psy, you know, that's a good meme.
Yeah.
And then it was like I
That
played
was-
it in Expert, and it makes you do the dance.
Yeah,
Like-
some of them are clever.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the things I ran into with Beat Saber is that with a lot of the hard levels, the directions on the blocks are blocked out by other blocks, so I don't even know how to cut
You
it.
just have to assume it's the opposite. If they're coming so fast, you have to think like if they're like literally one after the other. Think about it this way: you move your arm one way, and realistically, the most natural movement is going to be moving it the opposite way.
Start doing like J-Core songs.
You
and
have
we'll
to
just-
assume it's the exact opposite if they're so close together that you can't see them.
You work
No,
at
no, no, no,
crazy
no, no.
speed doing like J-chord songs and shit. Like you're just like fucking full flail, like just trying to hit everything, and you like dripping sweat when you're done with it. You're like, yeah, I need to take a break and play some like non-VR games.
Actually, something on Twitch that might be more copyright friendly is like Undertale or Deltarune music.
Yeah, that's true. But
That or just
I mean, like,
fucking
I can
idiot.
only do those for so long. You know, I loved like fuck, god damn it, Twitch. Like it's just everything pisses me off.
Xbox
I
fucking
was
with you,
getting
Twitch fucking
exercise
with you.
too. I was on such a good routine. I was like Beat Saber. This is how I start my day every like few days or whatever, and I was getting good exercise, and now I have to find another way to do it unless I just stream it on YouTube instead. It's such a hassle. It's so annoying.
I can't find a single good map for the world revolving. The notes never seem to match up with the blocks.
Yeah, some people are really shitty at mapping.
Yeah, there's some that are just like so lazy where like it's like this is expert difficulty, but it's like there's no directions on the blocks, and they just come at like one fixed angle and stuff, and it's just boring.
Yeah.
Most of the maps I download are not good.
Is that a Jewel, Adam?
Yes, it is.
It's, I got me fucking full thing, 12 nicotine because I'm a fucking maniac.
Mm-hmm. They just released 3% nicotine, so that's what I'm smoking.
Oh, nice.
Are you trying to stop smoking?
I don't see why I would want more nicotine.
It's like in the army, I know people that are like they're doing like 50 nicotine and shit, like no flavor at all.
It's
just,
more like compulsive than anything, honestly. Like even if I like if I'm in a different environment, like if I'm around my parents or something, I'll just like not even
I know
it.
exactly.
And
what
it's
you
like
mean.
I don't need to. It's just like a habitual thing. And
For me, it's like
when I'm sitting here at my desk, like I need, you know, just to
movement.
fulfill that compulsive need to either just constantly be smoking or drinking or something, you know.
It's for me, it's mostly a free like 15 to 20 minute break at work. Working on tanks sucks.
Tanks.
Yeah, I'm a tank mechanic. They have me working on ABVs though.
Holy shit.
It's not that fun. It's not that cool. It's a shit job. I'm reclassing sometime soon.
I mean, outside of it, it sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what I thought when I signed up for it.
I'm gonna work on some fucking giant guns.
Yeah. it's like I've had some fun times with it, but for the most part, it's been like hours are long. You're like unappreciated. You just get fucked with the whole time.
Yeah, that's not cool. Oh, you guys were talking about Smash earlier about the connection issues. I guess they said there was a fix for it, but it's really stupid. You actually have to like go to your internet settings and change the MTU to 1500 or something like that.
Oh,
Was that the version 2 update that they put
I
out?
don't know. I'm not quite sure, honestly. I'll be honest. I just fight against CPUs because I'm too bad at multiplayer games.
yeah.
Most of the time, when
I'm
I
actually
played
just
Smash
like-
Online, most of the time when I played Smash Online, I didn't really run into a lot of connection issues. I mean, it's like 1,000 times better than Brawl.
Yeah, I remember playing in my Brawl days online, and it was awful.
Someone's asking a couple questions in chat that I'm going to answer. One was,
Cool.
how's my album coming along? It's coming along great. We're almost done the editing, so like probably halfway through next month we'll be starting the mixing process. Everything sounds pretty great. And then the other question was, have we recorded Sardonicast 26? Yes, and it should be out for premium and patrons already, actually. We talk about the Oscar noms, we talk about Aquaman, and then we talk about Happy as Lazaro.
By the way, how was Bird Box?
What? I didn't hear anything.
Black Panther will win best movie because it's the woke.
Like, there's no nuance on this fucking film anymore. I hate that, like, there's films that people have decided are a litmus test of who you are as a person or your political opinions rather than judging it on the film itself.
If you don't like Black Panther, you hate black people.
Black Panther and The Last Jedi, and it goes both ways too. Like both sides, whether it's like 4chan or movies circle jerk, like the two sides of the same coin here that it's saying like, oh, if you like Black Panther, then you're an SJW, or if you dislike it, you're racist. It's so stupid. And the Academy, like, I think it's reasonable to point out that, like, okay, this is the first superhero movie that's ever been nominated for Best Picture. I mean, in the grand scheme of superhero movies, it's not that great. And
it wasn't bad.
I mean, like,
I thought it was bad.
Even ignoring the Best Picture nomination, I think 7 Oscar nominations is a bit much.
Holy shit!
For Black Panther. I think
That's a
7
lot.
Oscar nominations is just a bit much for that film. I was expecting like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can definitely get nominated for costume and stuff like that. But I think that movie is fairly impressive. You can for a costume design. I think you can put the soundtrack if you want in it. I think it's legitimately interesting enough to be there, but it kind of stops there.
I listened to the soundtrack again because, like, in the Sardonicast episode, Ralph's reading out the nominations and he says, like, Best Original Score, Black Panther. I'm just like, what? Like, I have such a visceral reaction to that. Mostly because I didn't remember what the soundtrack sounded like at all. So I gave it a listen again after the episode aired, or we recorded the episode. And it's good. It's not bad, but it's basically just Marvel music plus African drums, and that's it. It's like that's the spin. Is like same stock Marvel bullshit music that's so forgettable, plus African drums, and that's the score.
In terms of no, you go ahead. You go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say, if there is a Marvel soundtrack that I do like, it's honestly Guardians of the Galaxy. It's got a
I don't even remember it. I don't remember the soundtrack to that film at all.
It's mostly it got a lot of popularity because it played a lot of like.
Oh, you're not talking about the score. You're talking about the song choices.
Yeah,
that's completely
it's
different.
got a catchy anthem, is what I meant.
Okay, you are talking about the score.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not saying like the entire soundtrack, but its anthem.
Most of the time, I don't remember the score unless it really, really stands out, like Old Boy or something.
You know what had the most standout like score that I could think of this year was for the Sisters Brothers, which got 0 nominations. That was fucking snubbed. 8th grade. What the fuck? 0 nominations.
That's a shame.
Because
Like,
the
what the hell?
Academy is bullshit.
This is one of the most bullshitty years ever. Actually, I'm not even kidding. Like,
This is literally
looking at the list of nominees for Best Picture and all the other categories. Even it's just like I'm not even excited. Like, The Favorite and Roma were great. Everything else kind of seems like a big joke. I haven't seen Green Book yet, but I will soon.
Have you
I
gotten
just
around to
watched a bunch of the
watching,
other nominees, but
I thought Vice came out this year. I didn't even know it came out last year.
what did?
Vice.
Yeah.
With,
I just watched that last night actually. It was really boring. It was very boring. But I can
have
see
you
why
watched,
Christian Bale has a nomination though for
Yeah.
Best Actor for sure.
have
I
you
don't
seen,
think Adam McKay deserves that Best Director nom. I don't think they deserve Best Editing nomination because the editing was fucking garbage obnoxious. It's like it had the most noticeable editing out of the films that the Academy watched, that's for sure. I don't think it's going to win that, though.
Was it the same as Darkest Hour with Gary Oldman?
No, it's very different. It was like if you... the performance was kind of like similar in a way where it's like, oh, wow, he's obviously going to win the Oscar and the makeup's really convincing and like Christian Bale does a great job, but man, the editing in that film is just like it's from the director of The Big Short, right? So it's just so obnoxious.
Have you seen The Haunting on Hill House yet on Netflix at all?
Yeah, and I was considering making a video for it, and
I like it a lot. Like it knows when to scare you and when to not.
I enjoyed parts of it, but I overall found it to be a very frustrating experience. It's a story that could have been told in 2 hours easily. It should have been. I would have preferred that as a movie. It would have been so much better as a movie and not a 10-hour long miniseries because the entire show they're just fucking blue balling you. Like,
yeah.
I gotta
Pick it up.
Definitely.
Literally halfway through the series, I'm not going to spoil anything, but halfway through the series on episode 5, it's like, whoa, that's actually cool and scary. And then it just leaves you blue balled up until like the very end again. It's just like, oh god, you have to wait 5 hours for something cool to happen, and it's a 10-hour.
Yeah, like miniseries.
I noticed you gave Bird Box a 2.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was really bad.
Like,
it's
it's
funny.
not-
We did a blind commentary track on it.
Oh,
So
no.
That's gonna be fun to watch.
Yeah. And so I'm just in the process of like trying to figure out how the sync works because usually with these things, like I'm using a Blu-ray and it's a locked frames per second that I can see on my computer. So I recorded the commentary in 24 frames per second. But as I'm playing it alongside with it, which I was doing last night, I noticed that it kept getting slightly out of sync. So I have to make some adjustments to it until I can play both my commentary and the thing on Netflix side by side and ensure that it's actually going to be properly synced. So that's the biggest challenge.
I still haven't watched your Nerve commentary though.
Oh, that was funny. That was a good one.
I watched that in a fucking heartbeat.
It was funny, but Nerve was very, very bad, and it pissed me off.
That movie, I've never been infuriated by a movie, but
I saw the commercials and I'm like, this is just going to be not a good movie at
Nerve?
all.
Oh,
yeah.
Dave Franco.
Nerve just looks like every other wannabe YA novel. Oh, we're so edgy and different. We're gonna change the world from this dystopian bullshit.
Yeah,
it's just another one of those really pretentious fucking movies where it's like the internet is destroying the youth.
It's like
no.
specifically designed to be like a teen movie. And
but it's like they didn't even get like actors that appeal to teens.
It's not pronounced youth. You have to pronounce it the youths. They're destroying the youths of the world.
How do you do, fellow kids?
Speaking of the internet, I actually saw Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet, and I have to consider that my worst movie of 2018 because I haven't seen any movies really.
So,
I haven't really been watching much.
Someone was asking me a couple questions in the chat. I'm just gonna respond to those. RBG, the Ruth Bader Ginsburg, what's her name? Supreme Court Justice. It's a documentary about her. I couldn't make it like fucking 15 minutes into it. I don't think I could make it 10 minutes into it. It was just such. First of all, it's a CNN film.
Oh
and
god.
So, like the, I don't really know too much about her political opinions in the first place. There's a good chance I would agree with them. I'm not American, right? So like it's already boring subject matter from the get-go because I'm not American. And the documentary was like not even a documentary. It was like some disgusting puff piece, like something that you would play at her retirement party. It was like not even a real movie anymore. It wasn't even trying to tell a story. It was just so gross.
Was it PowerPoint basically?
No, it wasn't like it was. I mean, it was really shitty. It wasn't a PowerPoint, but it was like someone. It was like a relative just saying nice things about her.
Could be conveyed in a PowerPoint.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
what was the other
Rhapsody.
Next question.
What I expected.
Oh yeah, someone was asking if I saw At Eternity's Gate. You know what? I haven't because I don't know how the fuck I can see it. Like it's impossible to find it anywhere.
So
like it's not in theaters until next year, but I guess Willem Dafoe has an Oscar nom for it. So
Nick Cage has an upcoming movie based off of a Lovecraft short story.
I saw.
I'm looking forward to it.
I hope that since it's the director of Mandy that he learns how to fucking do pacing. Because like I would like to be looking forward to it too, but like he needs to understand pacing.
This is like his first like big thing in like 20 years. Apparently, is what like news articles are saying and shit. I just caught it in a headline on my feed. I'm like, ooh, Nick Cage doing weird shit. All right.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is an interesting one, but I'll let you say what you want to say.
No, go ahead.
Okay, there's an interesting question in the chat asking about the documentary, the short documentary about the dead children being nominated for an Oscar, and it's getting a lot of controversy. Well, I've got a pretty fucking hot take here. So get ready to clip this shit. I think that 25 years after your child died, you should calm down a little if somebody wants to make a sorry, not a documentary. It's it's not even a documentary. I think you're confusing it. It's a like a narrative retelling, and I watched the trailer for it, and it looks like it has like some great child acting. Like it looks really well made, but the mother of this dead kid from 25 years ago is like causing a fit on Twitter. And I understand that she lost a child, and that's terrible, and I hope that no one should have to go through that. But to try and sabotage this film's success when it's like 25 years later, could you like is every 9/11 relative victim allowed to do that for all those 9/11 movies that came out? Like you have to understand that like that particular incident with that child was like a huge thing. Like that's I don't know if you guys have read the wiki on it, but like the film is called Detainment. And if you go to like the wiki page of like the original crime, it's like super fucked up. And I've seen that posted on Reddit before. I had no idea there was a film being made about it. But I just like 25. It's been 25 years, and I'm sure the pain never goes away. But trying to censor art is just like really not my kind of thing, you know? Like I'm really against that kind of censorship.
It's like let the movie happen and let it like bring light to the events that happened in a creative artistic sense so that more people will understand what you went through. So that way, like there's more people that can be like, oh my God, this is so fucked up, instead of you just living alone with this pain.
I just
that way it's
like,
not
I
just
think
sensationalizing.
that there's people that are hysterical out there.
Well,
yeah, I'm just saying. I think they're just doing it just because they can. Because
it's 20. Like, if it were not 25 years later, then I'd be like, okay, like you shouldn't, you know, some fucking toddler gets murdered. Like if this was happening in the same decade, then I'd be like, nah, nah.
That would make sense. Yeah.
Like, don't make them relive this, right
So
now.
speaking
But
of,
25 years later, if you haven't like processed it enough to understand that people are going to talk about it because it's like one of the biggest, craziest news stories ever to come out of, I think, Ireland. Like, if you haven't realized that after 25 years, then like you need to go back into therapy or something. Like,
there's like the Ted Bundy tapes, and like the Netflix is like, oh, this is so scary. And I went and like looked at it, and I'm like, yeah, like it's a little unsettling, but I think it's just because I watched a lot of like murder documentary stuff.
Ted
but
Bundy was framed.
yeah, he did. Ted Bundy did no wrong.
I think
Ted
that's
Bundy
what,
was framed and the moon is fake.
I'm referencing like Sonichu right now. There's like a new thing.
What did Sonichu do this time?
Christine is claiming to have talked to the ghost of Ted Bundy, who is like a Sonichu character now, and is convinced that Ted Bundy was framed.
That was amazing. I was ready for that.
But let's not talk about that for too long because I start to feel bad about it.
They say she's high functioning autistic, and so am I. And I don't think I'm talking to like, I'm high functioning autistic, dude.
Yeah. There's a spectrum.
Some people got it worse than others. I feel honestly the story of Christine Weston Chandler is a little sad. It's like the internet kind of spent an inordinate, almost like inappropriate amount of time just fucking with them.
It's one of the most documented human beings of all time.
Yeah,
it is.
It's I haven't seen the documentary yet, but there's like a bunch of documentary things on YouTube. I kind of wanna check those out. But I know that it's just gonna take hours of my life away. So
it goes through all the girlfriends.
As someone who has high functioning autism, Sonichu just fascinates me to no end.
He does, or she does.
They do.
I get messed up with the pronouns.
It's cool. We all do sometimes, yeah.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of which, I was watching Down the Rabbit Hole, his most recent one of Temple OS.
I seen the link of that.
Was disturbing.
I've seen the link of that, and I'm just like,
Like I saw initially Mr. Medicare's Internet Insanity about it. So as soon as the Temple
I don't
OS
know what this is.
like the whole. So Terry A. Davis was an individual who's a very talented programmer, but at some point he underwent a psychotic break and believed that God was talking to him and coded an OS from scratch that let him communicate with God, supposedly.
Nice.
Whoa, that's what all that was?
Temple OS?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
He also had like a great backing track accompanying the video, and you just listen to it and it just makes your stomach turn.
Down the Rabbit Hole is such a good series. Like,
I love it.
I shall post a link here, and I'll share it with the chat too.
Oh, the Down the Rabbit Hole for.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was definitely very sad, but very interesting.
I know.
On Christine Weston Chandler, if you were interested in that. There's a lot of he does a lot of stuff. Like Mother Horse Size is really good. I actually went and read the whole subreddit for it because I was that interested. It was really well written.
Oh man! Speaking of which, of YouTube things, I guess there's a guy called Turkey Tom out there. He was using a lot of the music that Adam uses in his videos. It's like, wow, this is so uninspired.
I don't own the music, whatever.
You don't use them. You don't own the music, but it is signature to what you do. Because
I mean, if you like the music,
well, I'm pretty sure that Turkey Tom is like what, 14. So I'm not gonna get like, I'm not gonna get bothered by that. Obviously,
no, don't do that. Yeah, but
I don't really care.
Yeah. But he's been like harassing like Mr. Enter, and it's.
I've seen that ordeal. Yeah,
gosh, I feel so bad for him.
Yeah, but it's because of the whole shit with Mr. Enter why I don't like Turkey Tom.
I guess Rebel Taxi actually like apologized, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, he apologized on that same video where Mr. Enter was talking about
Adam, I have a question.
Yes.
I'm because I'm bugging right now, and I'm trying to remember if I heard your voice somewhere else. Did you do an episode with Chris Reagan where you voiced Paul?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I was trying to figure out if I was imagining it, or like if my brain didn't remember correctly, or if that was the case. You did Paul at some
You
point.
voiced Paul.
I need to bring that up actually because right after I got off of a 3-hour hangout with Adam, I'm like, oh, new Chris Reagan video. And then when your fucking voice came out of that llama, I questioned my sanity for a minute. I'm hearing him everywhere.
Yeah.
Like you voiced the llama in the episode where Chris Reagan went to that diaper website, right?
I don't even remember.
It was that
was a while ago.
These Google Hangouts induce psychotic behaviors.
Yeah.
You'll hear Adam's voice everywhere you go.
Adam's
forever
pumping like subsonic beats through the microphone.
That'd be like. Or could you imagine like Anomalisa and everybody's my voice?
We should like set up a mod where Adam revoices it one game, like I don't know, Metal Gear Solid 5.
Oh my god. My buddy, when we were in Kuwait, he actually made it to Comic-Con and got David Hayter to say the big green weenie doesn't stop.
Actually, what I was thinking though about the psychotic behavior, I'd like to imagine just we hear Adam's voice accompanying anything. Like, I don't know, the microwave goes off. Hey, your food's done.
You can make one of those Amazon Alexa parodies with just quotes from me.
I love Alexa Jones. That's a really good one.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, let me guess.
It's Alex Jones.
Yeah, I figured so.
It's fantastic.
Freaking frog's gay.
So I don't know if the person who recommended Watership Down is in this call. I forgot who recommended it.
They were recommending Plague Dogs. Or what are you talking about the comment that was just like 5 minutes ago or what?
Oh no. Last hangout somebody told me about Watership Down.
Oh. Which
just
one?
wanted to
the
say not the remake. Oh. I watched the 1970 something version.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good.
Kind of fucked up.
Oh, I love the visuals. Man.
Yeah.
I need to bring up a comment I just see. Paul.
Oh yeah, let me.
Fanboy wants you to voice the entirety of Hunt Down the Freeman.
It's not even playable. Like one of my friends was like, "Yeah, you can't even get past a certain point without like the game just like shuts down or something like
what?
that."
Yeah.
So
why the hell is it on Steam?
I don't know. Why the hell are a lot of things on Steam?
That's true.
Hey, Adam,
yes.
You're gonna play the Resident Evil 2 remake anytime soon?
Not anytime soon, but maybe at some point.
I played the demo, and it's not just like an HD, like upgraded textures and stuff. Like they
remade it.
Everything, like full controls,
Like
it's not
complete
like
remake
controls and stuff. It feels really good. Like, and zombies are scary again now, like to a degree. You know, not like oh shit, terrifying, but it's like they don't just fall apart like they do in every zombie game ever now. Like they actually have some durability about them.
Yeah, I could play it at some point. I don't know. Or like we're still going through Resident Evil 6, which is obviously not a good game, but
No.
it's fun though. It has its moments.
The most fun my sister and I ever had, and that was running around in circles, complimenting each other. Just good work.
That's what we've been doing. Me and
50
Scoot.
Cent blood in the sand.
50 Cent blood on the sand.
Secretly the best PS2 game ever.
Game of the fucking
Man,
game of the century.
I was thinking about it, but like my first PS2 game that I've ever played was Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb.
Mine was Ape Escape 2.
Really?
Yeah, we got PS2 like the day it came out.
Oh man, I think it was 2001 when we got it.
My first PS2 game was Kingdom Hearts.
Oh yeah.
It was like Kingdom Hearts.
I was never too big on Kingdom Hearts, honestly.
I wonder if I even would have been into the series if I didn't play it as a kid.
I remember watching the E3 for Kingdom Hearts, and reveal was such a disaster.
Mhm.
Because they had
like the original one, like number 1 or number 3.
3, because they did the same thing the Mummy did, where they left out certain audio tracks.
Oh yeah.
I've seen the clips from
APG,
Kingdom Hearts 2 where Jim Cummings is voicing Scar instead of Jeremy Irons, and it just looks bad.
Well, they probably couldn't even afford Jeremy Irons.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Which is
Which is
weird
sad.
because like apparently the entire Be Prepared song was actually sung by Jim Cummings and not Jeremy Irons, which blows my mind because it doesn't sound different at all. And then Kingdom Hearts 2, it sounds super different.
Yeah, I still, again, I haven't played much of Kingdom Hearts. I only played
Jim
like,
Cummings or Alan Cummings? I don't know.
I have.
Some kind of Cummings.
I've played all the game. Well, not all the game. Most of the games in this series.
I've just never been a big fan of
it's a-
JRPGs.
Let me tell you, it's a
Not a JRPG.
the plot is a dumpster fire.
Oh yeah.
There's so many prequels too.
Especially recoded. Oh my god, they literally go through the same fucking beats 3 times in that game, and I just don't like scenes in that.
There was an AVGN chronologically confused video. If
Yeah.
you put all of the titles of every version of Kingdom Hearts together, it looks like a fucking algebra equation.
Seriously.
What?
Oh, every
So,
number
it's-
and word ever to avoid the number 3 is the
Oh.
design philosophy of Kingdom Hearts.
Hmm,
Oh, okay. Yeah, so like Gaben.
Yeah.
Gabe,
Except they actually made games.
Well, apparently they're making games again, is what they say.
I hope so.
Half-Life 3 exclusive on mobile.
Yeah. No.
On Android, we need Half-Life 3.
Only Android. No iPhone.
VR exclusive, but you can only use like
Samsung Gear
the
only.
Google Cardboard.
Yeah.
see the one about like how I guess they made like a new Diablo exclusive to
Yeah, that was
and then when the audience started booing them, the guy was like, "Do you guys not have phones?"
Yeah.
yeah, what a stupid business move.
Uh,
But that's the thing, though, is like there's a lot of money in the mobile market.
That's what
And
EA
so
did.
game companies like fucking Konami are like, yeah, we can just make mobile games now.
Like those pachinko machines.
By the way, did Konami make any other fucking console games apart from Survive last year?
I don't know.
no,
I have no idea.
No.
not really.
Like
No.
Pro Evolution.
I won't lie. Survive, if it didn't have Metal Gear associated with it, it could have been actually well received. Like I've had fun with it. However sacrilegious that is to say, but I enjoyed it mainly because I was drunk as hell with my friends.
Yeah,
That's,
you're
you
like
know what?
the only
Alcohol is the
person who
experience
said that. Genuinely,
That's a fair point.
Got stuck in the drop fence use spear, and it's like, yeah, you could do that, but there's so many other way more satisfying melee weapons to use, like a giant helicopter blade.
Speaking of Valve, though, for a long time, my cousin and my brother were convinced that this crappy like YouTube video was teasing Left 4 Dead 3, and it was just a live action thing of like soccer moms and these older people loading shotguns, and I was like, that is bullshit.
I love how people think that Harry Potter trailer is real.
Wait, which trailer?
That game teaser where somebody made a fake trailer for a Harry Potter PC game.
What?
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it blew up on Reddit. It's like leaked, but it's like it's totally not real.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I made this in my mother's
Yeah, which,
basement.
does anyone remember like the old Harry Potter games, or is it just
I played
me?
Chamber of Secrets.
PS2. I play it. Yeah,
I remember them, yeah. I went over to my friend's house once, and I think he was playing it on GameCube, and every time he got caught by one of the people as he was sneaking around, they would say, "Get back to your dormitory."
I remember
And then we
that.
just
Really?
kept doing it.
Am I the only
played
one who's?
Philosopher's Stone on the PlayStation 1.
Am I seriously the only one here who's played like Sorcerer's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, and Prisoner of Azkaban on
Did you play
PC? I played the PC versions of all those games.
Oh, I didn't even know there were PC versions.
Oh.
Yeah, they were.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So,
I would actually love to see a live stream of you playing all those.
Live stream of reading my
really?
best Harry Potter content.
If I could get it working, maybe, I don't know. Wait.
Before I go to sleep every night, I hear Flipendo.
Did you know that wizards pooped their pants now?
Oh
Yeah.
God! For fuck's sake!
Like
J.K.
Wizards of the
Rowling
Coast?
is hilarious.
Oh,
She's like actually crazy.
Like I heard, okay, so I go to like this.
Thank you,
creative
Evan. I
writing-
appreciate it. I appreciate the
I go.
$5 chat.
I go. I got. Yeah. Okay, so I go to this creative writing club on my campus, and legit, like this one girl was talking about like J.K. Rowling on Twitter, and she's like, she needs to stop. Like, just like, okay, I love you, but you need to stop. And
It's right on screen.
Yeah.
It's time.
And then she mentions that Susan Collins, who's the writer of Hunger Games, just like dropped off the face of the earth because
It does sound like a
It's like
why would wizards poop their pants and then make the poop disappear when they could just make it disappear from their butt before it comes out?
It's different.
This
It's
is
not
open world.
conventional. It's
Fetish.
a magical world. You gotta use magic.
But
I'm gonna
I
have
mean,
more lore on what
like-
That shit worked. Why was there even a bathroom?
Wait, hang on. Why don't they just make a potion where they drink it and it like takes all the shit and then turns it into energy in their body?
I mean, I don't know. You could like they have those spells where you can like transform into an animal. You could just like, you could transform into a mouse, take a shit, and then transform back and be like, okay, well now it's just.
Oh, I was thinking something way different with the transformers.
No, I think it'd be personally funny if when they do drink that potion, they just shit out pure sunlight or something like that.
Never forget that time Hermione was a furry.
Oh yeah.
Initial incident number 1.
Yeah.
we should transform into our personas.
Nice Eric Andre reference in the chat.
Oh, Eric, I really got to go back and watch Eric Andre stuff.
Yeah, me too.
It's like Black Scientology.
I want a season 5. Is that what they're on now? Like, is that happening?
Yeah,
Eric Andre, but I see a lot of memes.
Like go to YouTube and look up Eric Andre Black Scientologists.
Yeah, turn that poop into wine.
Turn that poop into my favorite.
I would love for there to be a season 5. I would also love for there to be another season of Nathan For You. I'm just like those were like the best things to have out at the same time. Like there was constantly great comedy.
On Adult Swim, they have a show called Tigtone. Have you heard of this at all?
Sorry, what?
It's called Tigtone.
Tigtone?
Yeah. So a few years ago, like an animation on YouTube came out, and it's like how they do it is they cut out pictures, right? And they have like different layers of like the teeth and the eyes and the tongues and stuff, and they just morph these pictures over the top of the layers. And it was called The Begun of Tigtone.
Oh, I saw the pilot. I wasn't really into it.
I like it just because I like goofy, dumb shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't work.
It looks weird.
So
I'm so weird.
So I'm a member of the Film Society, and I might have just convinced the president to play a Neil Breen film the week of April Fools.
Oh, I hope
specifically
so.
Fateful Findings.
Nice. There's a Blu-ray on Amazon US, by the way.
Oh,
yeah.
You can watch it in HD. I don't understand why there's a Blu-ray, but there's a Blu-ray. We need a Blu-ray collection. We need like Criterion Neil Breen collection.
Like
We need
I can't believe
a 4K Neil Breen collection.
How could you commit suicide?
I can't believe you committed suicide. I
I
cannot
can't-
believe you committed suicide. How could you have done this? How could you have committed suicide?
I also saw fucking Twisted Pair earlier this month. I posted it on Reddit.
Great film.
I
It's
have yet to see it, and I'm excited.
A film in a similar vein is it's a old cowboy movie. I only got this because it was like $5. We're in Kuwait. We bought like 50 cowboy movies to watch in the field, and one of them is White Comanche, which is William Shatner as a cowboy versus William Shatner as an Indian. And every woman was pregnant or about to be, and it was amazing.
So I'm looking through the.
This sounds
sorry.
amazing.
I have expected you to say, and every woman was William Shatner.
So I'm looking through all the Oscar nominees. I think the only Best Picture nom I haven't seen now is Green Book. I've seen everything. I saw A Star Is Born. It was better than I thought it would be, but it's still like just it's so Oscar baity. You know, it's a 6 out of 10. It's good, but it's just like it's so bland, which is hilarious because throughout the film, like the recurring theme is like so many people are talented, but not many people actually have something to say. But it's like that's this movie. Like you don't have anything to. This is the fourth remake, the third remake, the fourth film of A Star Is Born, and like it doesn't say anything new. It's really like unspecial in terms of like the story, and so I just find it so kind of ironic that's the main theme is like you got to have something to say in art, but that's not the movie. You know, it's such an Oscar bait film. It could win Best Picture. I hope it doesn't. I hope Roma probably wins, or The Favorite. But like,
I know.
I still have yet to see either.
If we just had Sisters, Brothers, and 8th Grade in those nominations list, it would be a much more interesting year.
Oh,
what did you think of Bohemian Rhapsody?
I gave it a 4. Yeah. I thought it was kind of bullshit.
I could not care less about its release, honestly.
Yeah. I like it was so fucking black and white, and like every conversation you see, it's just like that's not how this works, you know, like wow, they wrote every part of every one of their songs like on the spot in the studio. Like what, you didn't come up with any of this shit beforehand? Like you didn't practice?
Yeah.
Like the way it's filmed, it's just like it's so obviously inaccurate and like cheesy and just cookie cutter paint by numbers, and like obviously the music's great. That's why people love it. Right now it's on the IMDb top 250. It's like the 150th best movie of all time apparently.
Like my family saw the film before and I haven't yet, and they were like, we loved it, you should watch it. I'm just like, sure, I really don't care.
Real question. Why'd they have to give the gay movie to the pedophile director? That's
I heard, I seen the Reddit thread on that. I don't understand how did that happen.
Why'd they give the gay movie to the pedophile?
So what was the incident specifically? Because this is the first time I've heard about it.
He's had enough allegations against him that it's basically like a Harvey Weinstein situation. So who knows? Maybe it's just a gigantic conspiracy.
I mean,
I don't know. There's plenty of other gay directors that don't have that kind of allegations against them.
Several years ago, I remember Bryan Singer having accusations of being a pedophile.
Yeah, and then there's like really weird, questionable shit, like him, like literally inviting a convicted pedophile on to do the commentary track for like X-Men, like after he was convicted for it.
Wait, really?
Jeez.
Yeah, like his circle of friends is really like all of these people that he's really close with.
Oh, so
keep getting like charged for child pornography and like.
From what I'm hearing, this sounds a lot like guilt by association here or something.
Well, I mean, there's specific allegations against him, and there's a lot of them. But who knows? It could like benefit of the doubt. It could be literally nothing. But I don't know. He's like the top name that comes. It's basically another Harvey Weinstein situation. Like there's so many at this point, and like apparently everybody's known about it for a while. Like they like had to. I don't know if it was just like a new string of allegations that came out, but like they kicked him off set like 3 weeks before he was done shooting Bohemian Rhapsody. And like the ghost director came in and did the rest of it.
Wow.
Wow. Oh God, that's
So I don't know. I don't know what's happening here. Who knows?
Yeah,
it's secretly the reptiles. They're trying to shut him down.
Has anyone seen that Kevin Spacey video?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Oh yeah, where he's like trying to be redeemed or whatever. The volume's really low. That's why.
Sorry, what? This is the first time I'm hearing about this.
Yeah,
he pretended to be his character he can no longer play on House of Cards, and basically tried to say the allegations were bullshit.
Yeah. Look up the title of the video on YouTube is called "Let Me Be Frank."
Okay.
I'm
And-
like,
Part of the
okay,
editing at the end.
didn't
And it's
you
a very there's a lot of
apologize?
mixed messages in that video where he's
Okay.
basically like, "You believe
Oh.
anything you're told?" And also,
Warren.
maybe I did do it, but it's probably
That-
not a big deal because there's people that do worse things.
It's like
That is-
3
So
minutes
it's like,
and
she
7
liked it.
seconds.
Yeah,
of bliss.
in character, clearly Netflix did not sign off on this.
That is.
And I don't know what his intentions were. I don't know what his goals were. Like, was he expecting people to be like, "Yeah, bring him back," or like,
Yeah, that's the thing.
what? Like, he has completely fucking lost it.
The
I-
fucking
To not understand
ending.
how just like weird and inappropriate that is.
I think
That
at
is-
this,
yeah.
I think this
Like-
is like the visual equivalent of him committing seppuku. If what I think is happening, because I think there's a small part of him that knows that he's fucked.
The way he ended the video, though, he was like, "Come to think of it, no one saw me die." Like he's
And then he uses like the iMovie stock
That
sound
iMovie,
effect
yeah.
of like "Bah, bah, bah," like the fucking meme song that you
Groundhog,
hear all the time, and
yeah.
it's like he obviously didn't intend for it to be a meme. I don't know what the hell was that. It was so bizarre.
like Netflix is never gonna take your
He had
ass.
to edit his own stuff because he.
You
Yeah,
wanna be a crazy.
I mean, well, how old is he? 60 or something? I don't know. Like you've had a
Alzheimer's setting
lovely fucking career. Like you've got like I don't know. I feel like for your
American
career
Beauty.
to be over when you're already really old and you're a multimillionaire who can just hang out in your mansion and have crazy parties all the time until you die. It's just like I don't know. Is it really a tragedy? Just retire.
Maybe it's just like he can't, like, you know, like a lot of old folks, like they can't just be sedentary. They can't just sit around and do anything. They have to
Yeah.
do something in their time. Maybe that's this for him. Like he's
Yeah.
just
Like
losing
did
it.
Harvey Weinstein get jail time or no?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I think he's just hanging out in his mansion having fucking crazy
He's
parties.
just on house arrest, just doing fuck tons of coke.
Yeah, like it's not really any kind of punishment, is it?
Yeah. When during your review for mid '90s,
Yeah.
I was thinking to Jonah Hill. I'm like, oh yeah, like I was watching a Maniac. Have you seen that at all yet?
Not yet. It's on Netflix, but I haven't.
It's a
seen
little different because he's a bit more like serious in it, like more reserved.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because it's
He's
like
a serious actor now.
yeah, it's like you see him like serious, but like it has like goofy moments, but like they're not out of place. Like it's not like a forced goofiness at times. Yeah. And it's really interesting, and I can't say a whole lot without ruining anything.
Okay.
It's the definite aesthetic though is it's like it's clearly in the future, but it's like the future of like you don't really notice it too much. And, like
I saw
background
the
details.
trailer on Netflix, so
So
we'll see. There's a lot of shit I need to get to. Right now, I'm just trying to focus on like all the Oscars shit. I'm gonna try and watch like everything I can that's nominated for something important. So like the acting, like I'll have to see The Wife, I guess. I
Oh,
can't
God.
see At Eternity's Gate. Like what the fuck?
I tried to see The Wife. I thought it was really boring.
I don't know. Like when I go through these, if it's way too boring, I'll just skip through it. Like I literally just I skipped through Christopher Robin just to see what the animation was like because it's nominated for the animated category.
Wait,
It
what?
looks really creepy.
like
It's
best
nominated for
animated feature.
achievement for special effects, not
Oh,
animated
okay.
film.
Okay,
Sorry.
that's good. Oh, because I was like, what?
Yeah.
Because that would have been really pissed if that had actually been nominated for animated feature. Yeah.
Are you talking about a different Maniac in chat? Because I saw a remake of a film called Maniac with like Elijah Wood or something, but that's different.
No, I'm talking about the Netflix series. The one you
Yeah,
saw
I think the guy in chat is thinking of something else. Because those are completely different. They're not the same story.
Yeah.
I think on IMDb it has like the Netflix adaptation as a remake of one of the British miniseries back in like 2004, I think.
Yeah. I have no idea.
that might be it.
Let's see what else we got here. We got Best Director, Spike Lee.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Polakowski for Cold War. I'm surprised with the nominations for Cold War. Like, I get that the Academy loves him, obviously, because Ida, but I'm surprised with it. We got Lanthimos for The Favorite, which would be awesome. Karan, is that how I pronounce his name? Alfonso for Roma. And then Adam McKay for Vice. What? That does not. I don't think there deserves to be a Best Director for Adam McKay.
Wait, did you see
the
Vice?
Director of Step Brothers?
Wait, did you see Vice?
Yeah, I just saw it last night. It was hella boring.
Oh, really?
It was very fucking boring.
It doesn't look interesting at all.
It's not. It's really not. It's like there's a great performance in there, but like, holy crap, is it just? It's so. It doesn't focus itself.
Silence.
Someone's asking if I'll finish Synecdoche, New York, and the answer is yes.
Eventually, when we're all dead.
Eventually.
30.
I don't know how many parts I got left of it, but I think when I tackle it again, I'll just finish the whole thing.
How long of a movie is it anyway?
A long movie.
Hour and 40 or something? I don't know.
No, it's
pretty long. I watched your Glass review, and I was like, yeah, Bruce Willis and Sam Jackson did used to be good actors. I went back and I watched Pulp Fiction. I'm like, wow, yeah, it is really weird them emote now. Like,
they've done great things.
I mean, he was all right in Django.
I love Bruce Willis in Pulp Fiction. I love him in the original Unbreakable. Like, he used to be awesome, but now he just gave up. He doesn't show emotion anymore.
He was also great.
Clearly does not try.
It's like even in Die Hard. Even in Die Hard, Bruce Willis is good.
Very charismatic.
Oh my god. Okay. So a while, I don't know how many years ago, but I was introduced to Die Hard the first time when I was like still in high school. And then a couple weeks later, we saw like the 5th movie in the series, Die Hard, and the quality was fucking noticeable. Like, it was night and day between like.
Yeah, I forgot about those new ones. I forgot that they went past 3.
Yeah.
I was joking with my buddies. I'm like Ubisoft for Christmas should totally release like a Die Hard style event. Like, it'd be perfect for Terrorist Hunt or something.
Oh, I would love that.
Like, that would be amazing. Like, Ubisoft would just like drown in money all of a sudden.
If they did what?
So for Rainbow Six Siege, they have like Terrorist Hunt, right? You go around, you kill NPCs and shit.
Yeah.
And you make a Die Hard level that's like full Die Hard, like themed and everything.
Okay.
With like objectives based around the movie and shit for a Christmas event. I think that would be fantastic.
Yeah.
I'd hope so. Yeah, they just get Bruce Willis in a motion capture suit.
Man. Museo would have been a cool nomination for foreign language, but I don't think they saw it.
It's a red movie. How would they? Well,
when did YouTube Red stop being a thing?
Oh yeah, I forgot. It's called Premium now. Fuck.
I think they did that on purpose because every time I saw YouTube Red, I always thought to myself, like, RedTube, like that old porn site that everybody went to in middle school.
Yeah. What won Best Foreign Language at the Golden Globes?
Who even watched the Golden Globes?
I feel like that should
Not
be
me.
a restricted thing, though.
Remember when it was in the fade?
Oh yeah.
Has there ever been like
so
a
Roma
foreign
won
movie?
Best Foreign Language at the Golden Globes.
Has there ever been a foreign language movie that's won like outside of that reward or whatever? I don't know. I can't think straight today.
What do you mean? Sorry?
Like,
well, like maybe it won
What do you mean?
like best movie of the year or something like that.
I don't think has a foreign film ever won Best Picture?
Or been nominated for
Well, no, I mean Amour was nominated for Best Picture. So we know that there's been nominations, and like there's foreign language films, quite a few of them that have been nominated for like cinematography. In fact, there's one this year too.
Then again, a lot of Americans do not like reading subtitles, which is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I
did. I did.
Really lazy.
Has a foreign language film ever won Best Picture?
I think that's
Ever?
what I was. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah. I just said it in a funny way.
I only got like 6 hours of sleep last night, so
Yeah,
I got less.
Oh, wait. I actually got
and
like
I
this.
will not compare. Yeah, that's you've
Yeah,
definitely had the.
I know. I know. I'm just saying. I was just using this as an
No
excuse to
foreign
brag about-
language film has ever been a recipient of an Academy Award for Best Picture.
That's
Oh.
bullshit.
Although 8 foreign language films have been nominated for the award.
I was
The
just.
Academy apparently doesn't like subtitles either.
This
I-
could be a good first if they did it for Roma. Then that would be.
Man,
I think that might make me believe that Roma will probably win Best Picture.
Hmm.
It'll also be the first.
Because I think the Academy is desperate to do
Well,
like a
that's
news
the
thing
Oscars.
where they're like, "Oh, we're progressive and we did something that's never been done."
Yeah, they're
And I
just
think,
gonna
I
go
think
with,
a foreign language film winning Best Picture might do it.
Hmm.
no, we need to make
No,
Best Picture
no.
the first Black exclusive Marvel movie.
Yeah, it's
Best
gotta be.
Picture.
If Best Picture actually goes to Black Panther, that would be the funniest fucking thing in the world.
It would be.
I would be happier with that. Because it would be the
Nah, Roma.
funniest fucking thing in the world.
If that happens,
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
take to the street.
7 Oscar nominations. 7.
Fucking
That's a
blatant
lot.
movie.
Okay, so what if it
I-
won all 7 of its nominations?
That would be even funnier. And
I mean,
sad, but funny.
Oh,
I
oh.
believe, that, our society should be progressive, yes, but I don't think that we should solely make a movie Best Picture because
We live in a
it's a black
society.
cast. Yeah. No, I think art and society kind of should be separated in that sense.
Well, it's like art helps define what society is.
I guess so, but
Bohemian
Bring back Kevin
Rhapsody winning
Spacey.
Best Picture would just be disgusting. I would not be happy with that.
I
Oh yeah.
do not want it to win.
That'd be
the
gross.
thing is, gosh, everyone gets so fucking mad at me whenever I say I'm not a big fan of Queen. I'm not a big fan of their music. Or
It's
yeah,
like-
I was watching that movie just imagining like how I wonder what you could get out of this movie if you're not even like a fan of the music.
yeah.
yeah, like people would.
They have a few songs that I like, but like all
Yeah,
like all
The
Queen
movie has
songs.
nothing to offer outside of the music and maybe
Exactly.
Rami's performance, right?
If Sacha Baron Cohen directed like his Freddie Mercury movie, it would
Yeah, we'll
definitely
never
be
know,
better.
right?
Yeah.
how many?
It seemed like it could have been really cool.
How many people do you think Mike Myers fired on the set of Bohemian Rhapsody?
He just like mid-take points them, you out.
He's
Yeah.
only allowed to be in movies now if he's wearing prosthetic makeup.
And speaking with a Scottish accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd
What
like to
about
imagine.
Spider-Verse?
I wanted my friend to see that with me, but she was like, "No, let's go see Wreck-It Ralph." And I was like, "No," but we
Ralph?
went and saw it.
The Emoji Movie.
Okay.
Yeah, I was hoping I would never see anything Emoji Movie like, but alas, it has happened.
So
Yeah.
how about that CalArt style that's infected pretty much all modern animation?
What style?
Cal arts.
I don't know what that is.
Oh,
Teen
CalArt?
Titans Go is one of the most infamous examples of the CalArt style.
It's basically the art style that most Disney shows, that basically most animated shows on television are doing, like Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, Disney.
Okay.
Don't
Yeah.
get me wrong, there's some shows that can do it well, but it's like it shouldn't be applied to all shows.
I think Spider-Verse actually has a good chance at winning an animated category.
Oh, you know what?
Isle of Dogs to
And
win, but it won't.
Yeah, well, Isle of Dogs will not win, but I think Spider-Verse because it is technically a Marvel property. So I think that's why it has a good chance of winning. I think if it were a similar quality film that wasn't anything to do with Marvel, then it would not win. And as we saw, the Lego Movie didn't even get nominated.
They should
It's horseshit.
nominate the best fight scene for Black Panther for Best Animated Picture.
Ugh. Oh
I
man.
don't know.
Those rhinos were literally gross.
A little late to the party on this, but
Skin crawl. I was like, ugh.
Adam, how about that rewind?
YouTube Rewind? What
Yeah,
about it? It
how
was
about that?
It was gay.
That was the only redeeming quality was the fact that they actually had like a fucking section where anime was. Other than that, it was complete dog shit.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the meme potential.
The thing
PewDiePie actually got together, got a bunch of people.
One of
Oh,
those
yeah. I
X,
seen
Y happens.
I seen the PewDiePie rewind like or listened to it multiple times when I was working.
That's funny.
It's actually pretty good.
If X Y happens, what the fuck ever, then it does a thing. Like it was YouTube Rewind, but every time it's cringy, it gets more pixelated. And by
1 pixel.
8 minutes in, I couldn't tell what anything was.
That's funny.
YouTube Rewind, but every time it's cringy, a child gets murdered in South Africa.
Someone's asking what the worst of the Best Picture nominations are. Probably Bohemian Rhapsody. I didn't, but I can't honestly say that because I kind of skipped through Vice halfway through. Like an hour into the movie, I was just like, "Fuck this," and skipped through the
Even
rest.
so, you should.
Vice might be worse. I gave it a 5 because usually if I skip through a movie and don't finish it, I'll just be like 5. But
yeah, you know what? If your movie makes you want to skip through it, then you're doing something wrong.
So Bohemian Rhapsody and Vice, I guess, are tied for my least favorite Best Picture nominees.
Yeah. You know, I'd like to imagine
this year. There's nothing like I can.
Yeah.
When we were doing the podcast and we were reading through the nominees, like by the end of it, I was like, okay, well, let's compare it to last year. Last year had so much cool shit. Last year was like a crap ton of movies that were like interesting.
Yeah.
Apart from the, I think
they did have Annihilation nominated.
Yeah.
Like the only two films that were probably most worthy for it are like Roma and The Favorite, and those are like the only two that I haven't seen yet that I actually want to see.
Call Me by Your Name, Dunkirk, Get Out, Lady Bird, Phantom Thread, 3 Billboards.
For 2017.
Like the only two nominations that were kind of lame were Darkest Hour and The Post. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've
But,
seen
like there was some cool like it was kind of an exciting year in a way, and now it's just like who gives a shit?
Maybe it's one of those things. It's like Windows versions. Like every other one is just trash.
No.
Star Trek.
Speaking of Windows, why didn't Widows get nominated for anything?
Oh yeah,
Great segue.
That's actually a crime.
No,
Can I count as a crime?
I mean, like I was hoping for at least like a Viola Davis nomination or something. Like some acting nominations or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that one's not the biggest crime, but like Sisters Brothers has Oscar-worthy shit in it. Like Sisters Brothers had awesome production design, an awesome score, composed by the guy who won Best Score last year. Right?
I went to take a piss during the climax of Sisters Brothers. I just came back and didn't know what was happening.
Well, why did you do that?
Because my bladder was full.
Well, pee in a cup.
Yeah.
You should have just called a Frozen. Just peach yourself right there, man.
Get the movie time.
Let it go.
The movie time catheter. That's what they should make.
Wait.
You put it in before the movie starts.
Yeah, before the movie starts, you just get a catheter. And
it's like complimentary at like premium movie theaters, you know? Like,
yeah.
I'm excited to see what the Oscars is going to be like with no host. That should be interesting.
Pee 3 times during 3 billboards.
3 pee breaks outside Ebbing, Missouri.
You know what's still up in my area?
What?
Like
Death
fucking
Grips.
Emoji Movie billboards, except they're like sponsoring like medical insurance or some shit like that.
I noticed there's a 4K Blu-ray for the Emoji Movie.
What the fuck?
Because you need to see every fucking detail of that stupid fucking
no
movie.
4K Blu-ray for Isle of Dogs. Thanks a lot, Fox Searchlight, you pieces of shit.
I think Emoji Movie was made by the same studio behind Spider-Verse, like Sony Animation.
Yeah.
They were.
What would be more insulting is if would be more insulting? And I know this is not what Fox Spotlight does, but if they were the ones that released the 4K Blu-ray for Emoji Movie, that'd be pretty insulting.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be. But Fox Searchlight does indie titles, so
Yeah. That fucking movie. I keep on. Every time I refer to the Emoji Movie, I cannot hold back the F words. But that fucking movie was released on my birthday. And
nice.
Oh.
Congratulations.
I'm
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thanks, Hollywood.
Speaking of,
Okay, let's go watch a movie for your birthday.
I would
speaking
be
of,
frowning the entire movie.
Orson
of,
Welles died on my birthday.
Who?
Orson Welles.
Oh, okay.
That's,
Actually, it was either Orson Welles or hold on, who was it? I need to look something up.
God died on my birthday.
Speaking
God
of
bless.
the Emoji Movie, who saw that in a fucking drive-in movie theater? Because I did.
Oh,
they still have those.
Oh no.
Yeah, they do. They have one at in Cape Cod, Massachusetts.
in
Holy
El Paso, Texas, there is a drive-in porn theater.
Oh wait, are you serious?
I am not
Nice.
shitting you.
Can you imagine living next to that fucking thing?
We drive by it every time we go out to Airsoft. It's like there's like the adult daycare center,
Okay.
there's a church. No, it's right next to a church. The porn
Hold on.
theater.
What is it called?
I forget exactly. Let me hang on. I looked it up on Google Maps.
Search this.
And I looked up like sex shops and it came up and I was like, that can't be fucking real. And I went to work with it. And one of my buddies was like, yeah, no, I've been there.
I gotta pee.
You
I'll be
know-
right back.
I need to know what the
BRB.
place is.
Yeah, the last time I've ever gone to a what are those drive-ins? Whatever they're
Drive-in
called.
movie theaters.
Yeah. It was when we saw episode 3 of Star Wars.
Arrow,
Oh.
theater, and gifts.
Sorry, can you repeat that for me one more time?
Arrows, theater, and gifts.
Arrow.
Arrow. How do you spell that?
EROS.
EROS. Arrows. What were the other words? I forgot.
EROS.
No. I mean the name of the place again.
It's a fucking Arrows Adult Theater and Gifts. Like they have a gift shop.
I
It's got a really
visited
high
this.
rating, too.
Oh, I think there was.
Yeah.
Actually, now that you mentioned that, I think.
Can you imagine that a bumper sticker from there? I visited the porn drive-in.
Arrows. Adult theater and gifts. 4.8. 12.
I got off at the Arrows Theater.
Okay, actually, now that I think about it, remember Taxi Driver did. I remember it's Robert De Niro's character went to like this porn theater in that film, New York City. So,
or better yet, I saw and I came.
Fire, dude.
It would have been better if my voice did not crack in the middle of that.
I
but-
saw and I came. Arrows Theater. It's
it's so good. I have to tell Adam this.
They could have so many bumper stickers and stuff. Like Voodoo Donuts has bumper stickers where it's like the magic's in the hole, or I got VD in Portland.
Hey, Adam.
Hi.
What do you think of this for the tagline for the Arrows Theater? The sex drive-in?
Yeah,
Yeah,
is it a real tagline, or are you just making one up?
I'm making it up.
Okay.
But it's called "I Saw and I Came."
I think that's pretty good.
No.
And disappointed. You're smiling. You know you like it.
Okay, I got confused. Orson Welles didn't die on my birthday. Ed Wood did.
Usually they have like significant dates on Wikipedia.
I confused Ed Wood and James Woods for a second.
I got
I
mixed.
was like, he's dead.
Finally. I got
Call me
mixed
by your
up
name, killed
because
him.
Orson Welles died on Ed Wood's birthday.
That's
I
the
don't know why I
director of Pen 9,
remembered
right?
And then
Pen 9.
Edwards.
Let's see.
Gosh, I'm still in my pajamas.
See who died on my birthday.
Dignity.
What is your
Okay,
shirt,
now-
Adam?
It's the mascot for Fantasia Fest, the film festival in Montreal.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was gonna say it reminded me of Falcor.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. They before the movies start, people meow in the theater.
Oh,
Wait.
Weird.
I'm sorry.
what-
Last time
what-
I checked.
What movie is this?
No, it's a
Fantasia.
film festival in Montreal called Fantasia Fest.
Oh, really?
But when
And a lot
does
of different film festivals have like, kind of traditions of audience participation. Like TIFF, if you go to TIFF, whenever they play the "Hey, don't steal this movie" thing at the beginning, like there's just a little title saying like, "Don't record this movie." Everybody in the audience goes "Yar!" like fucking pirate
That's
noise.
Oh, drive
So-
me nuts.
Depending on the audience, sometimes there's only a couple people doing it, but sometimes it's the full theater.
So,
It's really
apparently,
funny.
You know,
apparently Frederick Douglass died on my birthday.
Man,
So-
nobody cool died on my birthday.
no, me neither.
My favorite
Very
film
unlucky.
of the year to answer that person's question is Climax. Which
Oh,
did not
yeah.
get any nominations, but I was not expecting it to.
Oh, I
did
saw
not.
that. I saw that Climax is gonna play around my town this March.
Oh, okay. So the killer that Texas Chainsaw Massacre is based off of died on my birthday.
Oh,
The original.
Lovely.
I didn't realize it was based off of something.
Yeah, Ed Psycho Gain, but like G-E.
Ed Gein, yeah.
I still need to.
Oh,
I still need to watch the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You know, the one from like the 70s. How is
sorry.
that?
Sorry to milk the Arrows drive-through, but what if they also gave these out?
Yeah.
That's what that's from.
I'm
Okay,
just thinking of
done.
like,
I'm done with the Arrows Theater, by the way. So
all right, let's decide like what the most depressing Academy Award wins would be. Bohemian Rhapsody for Best Picture would be the most depressing Best Picture win.
I mean, as funny as it would be for me, it'd be Black Panther because
I
come
haven't
on.
seen any.
That would be that wouldn't be depressing. That would be hilarious.
It would be hilarious,
That'd be so
but in my
fucking funny.
eyes, I don't know. I see film as an art, and obviously, it was kind of a cash grab at that point.
Yeah,
So
you're
it was
clearly a
Bohemian Rhapsody, but Black Panther
Yeah.
would be a funny win.
It'd be
Black
a funny
Panther, like
one,
that
I
would be a
guess.
meme. Bohemian Rhapsody would just be
Okay.
sad.
When you put the meme factor in there, then
Yeah.
okay, I'm down.
Best Director going to Adam McKay would be the worst thing to happen for that category.
Should go
Wait,
to Edgar
I'd be
Wright.
fine with anything else.
Who's winning the who's nominated for Best Actor? Because I haven't looked at the list fully. I only skimmed it.
Christian Bale for Vice. I think he's going to win. Bradley Cooper for A Star Is Born, who also did a great job. Willem Dafoe for At Eternity's Gate, which I haven't seen and it's impossible to see. Rami Malek for Bohemian Rhapsody, which I wouldn't be unhappy with. And then Viggo Mortensen for Green Book, which is the only Best Picture nom I haven't seen yet, but I'll check it out later.
How can you nominate?
I have seen
Release?
neither of those. Shit.
And then Best Actress, I've got if Melissa McCarthy wins over Olivia Colman.
Wait, what?
Melissa McCarthy is nominated for Can You Ever Forgive Me?
Oh yeah.
They're giving her an award nomination for playing a character that doesn't fall down.
I thought for a minute you were gonna say she got nominated for the Happy Time Murders.
Oh god.
No,
That
that'd be kind
That-
of weird.
That's like a Razzie nomination right there.
What was
No.
the Happy Time Murders like even worth anything to like watch? Like even it's just a funny like
I've heard
it's
no.
so bad. It
I've
can't even be
heard
enjoyed.
I heard-
it's like actually unbearable.
I mean,
Oh,
I
bad
heard.
movies can
I
be
mean-
funny, but bad comedies can't.
Oh,
I mean, the best thing that I've heard about that movie is that the puppeteering is well done, at least.
Oh well, because it's the Jim Henson Company.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like they get beaten if they don't puppeteer correctly.
If you don't puppeteer a certain way, we will sell your soul to the Henson goddesses of death or some shit. I don't know.
Melissa McCarthy
David
does
Bowie
have,
gets sold.
Melissa McCarthy does have a nomination for the Razzies for Worst Actress because of Happy Time Murders.
Nice.
Wow.
And Happy
would
Time
love-
Murder itself is
told-
the worst picture.
Wow, I totally didn't see that coming.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
always funny when someone gets a Best Actor and Worst Actor nomination in the same year.
Do you remember when they nominated Stephen King for The Shining?
No, I don't remember.
Wait. Oh, we were talking about the made-for-TV version, not the one everyone
Or
loves.
not Stephen King, I meant Stanley Kubrick.
Oh, really?
Stanley
He got a
Kubrick
Razzie
got
nom?
nominated for a Razzie for The Shining.
That's hilarious.
What? How?
Well, I mean, like
Joke.
when The Shining came out, people didn't really like it.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I guess it's one of those.
like I wonder if Mother got Razzie noms here. I think
It
it
did.
Oh, yeah.
At my
I
That
house.
think Mother won one.
Probably Jennifer Lawrence won best worst actress or something.
I like Mother.
But it's like I don't know. The Razzies don't really catalog the year's worst films. They catalog bad films that are popular. Because otherwise no one would watch if they were just picking random indie titles like Ben and Arthur or something.
So
nomination
Ben
for
and
worst
Arthur was
actor
a
that-
classic. What are you talking about?
those of you that haven't seen Pandorum, it is on Netflix again, so you guys can go
nice.
and
Pandorum?
watch that. Yeah, Pandorum.
Pandorum I enjoy.
Is that
as
sci-fi movie?
Yeah, it's a little bit of a guilty pleasure. I think it's pretty underrated. Like
I like it.
the
You know
Metascore is like 17 for some reason.
What?
But
Like,
something
okay.
that bothers me about the worst actor nomination is that they have Donald Trump on there for Fahrenheit 11/9.
What? That's
Oh
Yeah.
my-
lame.
Which was the documentary,
That
right?
doesn't.
No.
That's
no.
lame.
I feel like documentaries
Oh
should
my
not.
god, Razzies. Fuck off.
You cannot fucking. I don't care if.
I don't care. He's
That's
president. Fuck
stupid.
you.
Yeah.
It's all political. Yeah, Fahrenheit
I mean,
11/9 and
not only-
Defamation.
Not only shouldn't you be doing this for a political reason, period, but it's just fucking stupid. So like, what? Like anyone who's like, fucking documentary can be considered an actor? Fuck off.
In regards to
It's just
foreign language
opportunistic.
films, Adam, have you seen Look Who's Back?
What the fuck is that?
It's Hitler comes back in modern day.
Oh yeah, I did see
Oh
that.
yeah.
I liked it. It was
What?
funny.
Yeah.
I didn't like it
that-
enough to remember I saw it.
Yeah, fair
That-
enough.
That sounds too
Okay.
funny to fuck up. How did they mess it up?
One other thing I need to point out, worst supporting actress, they also have Melania Trump on there for Fahrenheit 11/9.
That's so stupid.
What the fuck?
Someone's telling me to watch Alone in the Dark. Are you talking about the Uwe Boll film?
Uwe
Uwe Boll has a restaurant in Vancouver, and I kind of want to go.
Wait, are you serious?
He owns a restaurant
Oh,
in
yeah, yeah.
Vancouver, and
What is
apparently
it
it's
called?
like
I need
apparently
to
it's like a really good restaurant.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's like an award-winning restaurant that he owns.
Okay,
And he,
what is
he
what's it
follows
called?
me on Twitter too,
Wait,
so
what-
I kind of want to go there.
What's the name of this restaurant?
Scouting you. He's scouting you for a boxing match.
Oh,
I
no,
need to
I wouldn't
know.
wanna do that.
I need to know. What's the restaurant?
You can just look up Uwe Boll restaurant and you'll
Oh,
find
yeah.
it.
Sorry. My bad.
Sorry.
Just getting really angry at
The Google search away. Otherwise,
I
I'm just
forgot.
gonna Google search it and
Shit,
cut
I
out the
forgot they have
middleman here.
limoncello.
Yeah, he follows me on Twitter. He liked my tweet when I said that people have low expectations for horror movies.
He's like, just you wait, I'll lower those expectations.
Has he made anything for a while?
So it's called
Oh no, I
Ball
think he's
House.
done.
Wow.
I think
Okay.
he released a video saying
Yeah.
like I think he's done or something.
He's
like
got a
that.
weird YouTube channel.
I know. I wanted to. As weird as it sounds, I wanted to see if I could like do some weird Tim and Eric edits with that video, but
Yeah, I would love to go to Uwe Boll's restaurant.
I've wanted to watch your Bandersnatch review, but I've been like, but I should really go and like do that.
It's
Yeah, I don't spoil anything, but
why haven't you?
Just like laziness, and it's like I usually come home and work, or they're like,
It's
I come home from work at like
very
after I like go pass out. Like,
it's because of
Pretty
Bandersnatch that now I've been through all of Black Mirror because of it.
Yeah. You know, my favorite episode of Black Mirror is Metalhead.
is
Oh, really?
Uwe Boll
Cool.
Is Uwe Boll like the record holder for most films on the IMDb bottom 100 or whatever?
I think so.
I'm
He's
pretty
also
sure.
got quite the record for knockouts.
I mean,
I think he's got the most of those.
Very widely despised director. So
He was
Yeah.
he was like the best known bad director before like the meme status of Tommy Wiseau.
That was like just because
Like before like the Wiseau and the Daddy Derricks and the Breens, there was Uwe Boll.
The Breen.
Gosh, there are so many of those today.
Uwe Boll is like the granddaddy of all bad directors.
Yeah. Like he's one that like people that, you know, were interested in film knew about.
He's so bad that there was actually there's a documentary called Raging Bull dedicated to him just knocking out critics.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's so weird that he
I know.
fucking beat up a critic.
No, he beat up multiple. There was more than one.
Yeah, like I don't know. I'm not gonna. If somebody challenges me to a fucking fight, there's no way I want to do that.
It's
No.
Like whether or not I think I can beat the person, it's like that's not the type of interaction that I want to have to prove
yeah.
a point.
I
Speaking
don't
of
know if it's common knowledge, but the movie Alone in the Dark and the game, literally nothing in common.
nothing,
Oh, of
Not
course.
a single thing.
it's like the movie's like weird night creatures and the game's like vampires, and it's like what?
Like World War Z, at least it had zombies. Alone in the Dark had like nothing from the game whatsoever.
Yeah.
Oh man, I just remembered. I played not the Alone in the Dark classic, but I don't know when it was released.
Was it like the
360
one?
one, right?
What's the one? The 360.
Inferno.
Yeah. It had really cool
Illumination.
fire physics.
Well, I mean, it had Inferno in the name. It better have cool fire physics.
Well, no, it didn't have Inferno. It was just called Alone in the Dark. But you'd there was a part where you could walk a chair over and then just stick it in the fire and pull it out, and then you just watch as the chair just breaks apart in your hands. You're like, oh, this is sweet. And then you can bash it against the wall.
But there was an Alone in the Dark game called Illumination, which had a multiplayer mechanic. where you
This
could-
bullshit.
Did they have minions?
Yeah, no, there's like a multiplayer, and you scare monsters away with light. In other words, you are neither alone nor are you in the dark.
Yep.
That reminds me of Alan Wake.
I could not. I could not stand that game.
Yeah, I couldn't get very far into it actually.
I mean, surprisingly enough, I liked Quantum Break, but
Yeah.
I
Alan
like
Wake
what
just seems like
one
too much
for
of a
it, though.
fucking Stephen King ripoff, honestly.
By
If
the
you
way-
read the pages, it spoils the next levels. By the way.
That's funny.
Oh, by the way, I just found out that the main character in Quantum Break plays as one of the main characters in Frozen.
What?
Yeah,
Like
Which
which
Frozen?
Frozen?
Jack Joyce plays. No, sorry. Yeah, the chairlift Frozen.
Okay.
Okay. Oh
yeah,
my god.
you gotta specify.
Yeah, I forgot there's two Frozens. I
That's
completely
even
forgot.
better though. Like that, it's that Frozen.
Yeah.
My cousin's got a bastard party.
I'm so happy that I contacted a fucking professor in
like,
that review.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think
Very
I'd go to
cool.
those same extents for writing. Honestly,
People there's like people share that he has like a clip of like one of his like how to survive if you fall through the ice thing that people share a lot on Facebook, and every time I see it I'm like, I talked to that guy. That was pretty cool.
I had
I wonder
a
if
brief
the guy who
communication
directed
with
the
him.
movie got locked.
Sorry?
The Adam Green.
What
I
about
wonder
him?
if he blocked you or anything?
Does he have a Twitter? I don't know.
Yeah.
Wait, which Adam Green are we?
People were trying. Well, not people. One person in a YouTube comment was like very angry at me, and like trying to claim that I kicked Adam Wingard off Twitter. I'm pretty sure he was already getting heat on Twitter before I even started like my Death Note 2-hour rant or whatever. Like I didn't encourage people to go after him or anything.
He was
But this one
already.
person, like,
Wait, sorry.
convinced
What
that I
did
sent
People
an
go
army
after
of
them. That's on
trolls
their
and kicked
own.
him off Twitter.
He already had a target on his back as soon as the Death Note live action came out. It's like
Oh,
Yeah.
we're talking about.
I'm pretty
that
sure he
now,
had
okay.
deleted his Twitter before I said anything, but whatever. Might not have happened, but I
Well,
don't
plus,
think
why
I'm
are they
responsible for
Why are
that.
they even getting mad that like he got kicked off Twitter for like producing arguably one of the shittiest movie adaptations ever?
I mean, I don't know. You shouldn't
Oh,
harass
yeah.
people either way.
I
But
know. I'm
mean,
not saying
oh my
harass
god!
people,
Like,
but still,
I think that movie and The Thing were like the only two movies that like I was literally screaming at the screen
I
at the
watched-
characters.
I watched the first 30 minutes and like the awkward sex part started, and I was like, I can't.
Wait, there was a sex scene in that
No,
movie.
so it's not like a sex scene, but it's like they're making out and they're just like fading into shots of people dying from their use of the death note. I'm like, this didn't even happen till like halfway through the whole series.
That basically implies that they get off by people dying violently.
Yeah, I know.
Like they're masochists.
I'd love to
I really,
imagine
yeah,
try
it
to
was
make light
stupid.
a good guy.
Sorry.
Didn't they basically just make Light a good guy in that movie?
Yeah, I've ranted about this. There's a 2-hour video on my channel.
Yeah, and it's like they totally lost like the dynamic of the relationship with like Light.
Everything's
and,
lost in that.
like
fucking
everything was
garbage
gone.
movie.
Like the voice actor for Farouk was like the only redeeming. Yeah, like he was the only part that was remotely good at all for it. Like,
of course it's good. You know,
he
I'd
could have
love
phoned it in
to.
and we still wouldn't even be like, yeah.
Oh, you know what? I would love to see.
Not even for a laugh.
You know what I'd love to see? I'd love to see that romance scene from Death Note. Except replace all the romance scenes with Tommy Wiseau having sex with Lisa in the first scene, and then just have the people dying. It'd make it better. So
I think someone would have fan edited it that way now.
Somebody make it.
Yeah. I'll make it. I haven't edited in a while.
Hang on. What's funnier is there was already a live action movie that was produced by Japan in Japan that was on Netflix very briefly before the like American Death Note adaptation came out.
Oh yeah, I know Japan did like a live action adaptation of both fucking Full Metal Alchemist and Mob Psycho. Two of which I've heard are based off really good anime, from what I've heard.
Oh, Full Metal Alchemist is pretty good.
Yeah.
Sorry, my face is this way because I'm reacting to the trailer of the Playmobil movie.
What? Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
It's like the Lego movie, but worse. It looks like.
Oh,
I'm
no.
sorry. What?
Worse.
Is this real?
Yeah.
Yes,
Like,
it's
is this professionally released? Is this going to be released in theaters?
Yeah.
Are you fucking serious? Oh my god.
Yeah.
No.
This is beautiful.
The Lego movie was successful. That's why.
Yeah. Oh man. Speaking of which, when I went to go see
Duplo's movie.
Oh god.
Oh,
Can we get the fidget spinner movie?
Oh my
Oh.
god! It is a fucking thing.
Oh no.
Wait, the Playmobil thing? Yeah,
Oh,
it's a thing.
No.
Man,
Oh no.
Oh no. No.
That's what Playmobil. That's what Playmobil is, though. It's just Legos, but worse. So like,
Yeah.
that's what
the movie's gonna be.
Lego movie, but worse.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, even in the trailer, they blew the load early. That
Wait,
was like,
wait. Hold on.
Why is she crawling like that?
Is this a fucking live action animated hybrid?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly that. It was like the twist at the end of it.
Oh god. Those are always great. You remember fucking Smurfs and Alvin and the Chipmunks? Those were cinematic masterpieces.
It was like
The
that was like the
squeakquel.
twist at the end of Lego Movie, though. It was like, oh, you didn't know, you just thought it was the Legos the whole time, and then oh shit, like, well, like,
Spoilers.
all right, shit, my bad. Yeah,
Oh man, Alex has given up.
spoilers for like what? How many years now?
It was 2014.
Okay, it's been at
I'm
least
back.
4 years.
I'm back.
It's not too
That's-
bad.
All right.
I guess it's been at least 4 years, but still.
Oh,
But yeah,
Animation doesn't look that bad.
oh man,
It
that.
should be by Uncle Movie.
Oh, speaking of which, of like all these things coming out. Actually, no, not speaking of which. What the fuck am I talking about?
Speaking of the witch,
Speaking the thing you want to say.
Yeah, I wanted to talk more about Watership Down, the
Oh my God.
Netflix, the
What about
Netflix one.
the
I was
animation
really
looked terrible.
yeah, but yet the I don't know. that part where Kihar flies in and there's water like flying off his wings, and it looks wonderful.
Yeah, I did not bother with the Netflix,
don't
BBC, whatever.
Yeah, just
one.
don't.
It's just like the animation looks too shitty. That's it.
Yeah.
Like if the animation didn't look so shitty, then I could probably watch it.
Can I
How
point
did
out?
it look a little better? in
It
the
looks
trailer?
unfinished.
It's only for a few seconds, but in that Playmobil trailer, someone flosses.
Ugh.
Oh no.
Hey, Lego Movie 2.
Tasteful.
Did
Can we get
anybody
a dab too?
it was like New Year's, like Ninja and like his girlfriend or something tried to get like 1 million people to floss, and like they were
Oh,
the
yeah.
only ones doing it. It's like really.
I don't care about Ninja at all. Every
I'm
time
like-
a post comes up on Reddit, I'm like, well, what do you expect?
I'm like, I can't blame Ninja. He found a lucrative market. He's tapping it. Like, good for you, man. You found what makes your money.
He's dabbing it.
Did that make a sound through my mic?
What?
I don't know.
I turned on my heater and it just made this resonating sound.
No, my
I didn't
heater's
hear
going off the entire time.
Dude, I have like this shitty safe heat thing.
I have a. Well, it's plugged outside and running under my door, so I can't show you. But it's like a huge like milk house heater, and I have like an indoor heater because the AC doesn't turn off in my fucking apartment because we don't get to control that because the army doesn't trust us to know what the fuck's a comfortable temperature.
Oh, actually, what's funny is here, I'll show you. So my heater would usually like sit on top of this subwoofer right here. Oh,
Yeah,
and
my-
I have a homemade ottoman.
Wow.
So, anyway,
Nice.
Whatever's comfortable, you know. Life hacks. Life hacks. You hacked it.
Here's a life hack.
Life
You don't
hack,
have to
yeah,
live if you kill yourself. Bam.
Yep. Hacked it.
Hacked it.
Hell yeah.
If you lose at Russian roulette, like the fucking deer hunter, then you don't have to live anymore. It's just easy as that.
I mean, if it's like there's two people at a table and you're pretty sure you have the bullet in the chamber, can't you just shoot the other guy for like is that against the rules?
Well, I'm pretty sure he'd try the same thing on the next turn.
There's an online game. It's literally Russian roulette online, and if you lose, you get permabanned.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's kind of awesome. No, they need like
in
VR
VR.
chat Russian roulette where it like bans you.
I want to play VR
Oh.
chat so bad, but I
Have you
can't
guys-
stream it.
Have you guys
Wait,
played?
you're not allowed to stream VR chat?
Well, I could stream it, but then I'd get stream sniped by people with freshly created pornographic avatars, and then I'd get banned off Twitch.
Why not just have like a private thing where it's like outside of the stream, you like meet cool people you want to hang out with, and then you can invite them
Well,
to
yeah,
the
I
private
mean,
room.
I would either
can
way,
hang
I would
out
have
with
to
friends.
start it off stream.
It's
Yeah.
the internet. There are going to be like 50 trillion people running around VR chat screaming the N-word.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why you gotta like do it like offline first.
yeah, but I would
But if
love
you-
to play it.
If you want, like I could hang out with you. I got my Oculus.
Oh yeah,
and
stream.me. I guess you could just do whatever you want on there.
Oh
can't you?
yeah.
They don't give a
Like
shit.
I have fucking VR chat on there. I just haven't touched it in forever.
I was thinking it'd be funny to be like a gaming streamer, but just do it off like ChatterBait or something.
Oh.
Most of the videos that I've seen of people doing VR chat, or at least some of them, don't even have like the Oculus Rift with them because it's like fucking like $800, $700, $600. I don't know.
It's 500 now.
Okay.
For like the touch set and everything.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there was
Cool.
another game that I had to share.
I want to do full body tracking.
The Quest, that'll do it for you. No, not necessarily like full body tracking, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's internal sensors rather than having a room scale setup.
Man, VR's going places.
Yeah, it's
It
pretty
is,
cool.
like,
I'm excited.
I
for
remember the
it growing.
first few years.
Oh,
or first couple
shit.
years, everyone was like, "Oh, VR is just such a gimmick now," but now they're actually doing some pretty cool things with it.
My HTC Vive broke not even a month in, and I had
How?
to get it replaced.
How?
Huh? It stopped working. The lenses wouldn't turn on.
Yeah, I've
Um,
had some like buggy kind of issues that I just
so-
like troubleshooted myself
One
until it
thing-
started working again. But
So it depends on your rig, but it's like your USB controller sometimes can't handle all the shit you're plugging into it. Like me,
Yeah.
I have to have all of my games installed on my internal hard drive, so I have to have like my external hard drive unplugged, my mouse unplugged, everything, so I can have all 3 sensors, the headset, and my headphones in.
I had to completely rebuild my computer just to get the wireless adapter to work.
Yeah.
I don't want to even think about what I have to do to get VR working on my computer.
Yeah.
Well, first you gotta get your room like fucking spacious.
It's a hassle.
Yeah, this room does not have space.
Yeah, I really want to get in. I really want to start doing more VR shit.
It's
you
like
said the Vive Pro is better than the original.
Ooh,
I believe so. Yeah, I enjoy it a lot more.
On why exactly?
It's better resolution. It's more comfortable. Like,
I like the Oculus just because the controller design. It's like lighter for me.
Like, yeah, it's more expensive, but VR is expensive in the first place. So
yeah, like if you're gonna buy VR, might as well go with good shit. Adam, if you want, have you seen Killing Floor Incursion?
I know what Killing Floor is.
So it's Killing Floor VR.
Oh,
and I have it. Like if you wanted something to do co-op with or some shit, I mean,
okay,
yeah, like
I don't know when I would get to it. I've got such a fucking gigantic backlog. So
yeah.
At this point, when people tell me to play something or offer a game for me, I can never say, I can never commit to it because there's been so many times where I've been like, yeah, sure, and then not played it for
and
like
then
3 years, and I feel bad.
If you want, like, as I understand, the thing for you is you just don't have the time or the motivation. Maybe if you just had like a group of dudes to hang out with, just play games in your free time, we could like help.
What free time?
Any free time, like just take a day. You could always just take a day for yourself. You just
you don't understand.
You work your balls off, man.
I know. I kind of do. I've got a lot of like I'm juggling so many fucking projects at once, right?
You have to
kind of get my album done. Like the only day off that I have is my stream day, and that's like I'm already playing like scheduled games.
Oh yeah.
You do have that 1 month coming up, so that you told us.
Yeah,
about.
but that's not time off. That's just time to work more on my album.
Oh, I thought you were.
That's time. That's time taken away from the YMS channel so that I could work more on the album shit.
Yeah.
So it's not really time off.
By the way, I don't care if about that. As long as I support you, I'm just
like
thank you. I appreciate it.
Last time I checked,
most of the fans.
Last time I checked,
yeah, I don't expect there to be that many people that give too much of a shit. Honestly.
Also, like you and I are friends on the fucking Nintendo Switch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like you have that Bowser icon with Adam. Yeah.
Gay Bowser.
Yeah.
But I still don't. I haven't even like set up online on my Switch because I haven't found a game yet that justifies me paying Nintendo money to do online play.
You get free NES games.
Yeah.
Do you?
Okay.
Yeah. Get free nostalgia.
They will be adding in like free SNES games apparently, which is good because I don't give a shit about NES games.
I want them to let you download like fucking Wii titles and shit.
Yeah,
I know.
Like,
I would love to
have
see
your
Twilight
whole
Princess.
library available for people to purchase. Like that, how it wouldn't be that impossible, Like when you're a company that creates a generation of consoles. You should allow people to play the old games too. It's so frustrating.
It's like
Microsoft is doing pretty good. Like most of their shit's backwards compatible right now. But like, come on.
Interesting thing. Sorry. EA has like Origin access, which like I know it sounds like cancer on paper, but it's like a cheap subscription. You could do like $30 for a year. You get like 170 games, like all the Command and Conquer games, like all the Dead Space games and shit, both Titanfalls, things like that. Kind of other stuff you probably don't hear about or not interested in.
Well, Nintendo Online was also very cheap.
Yeah.
What is it, like $4?
At least it was like $20 for 12 months. Like I have a set to recurring pay right now, so
I get $5 for a year.
Like Origin access to like $15 a month, and it's given me like I have instant access to Anthem when it comes out, so I don't have to be one of the people who's like I spent $60 for this. If it's bad, I hope it's not. Honestly,
I honestly don't give a shit about Anthem. It looks like every other wannabe MMO AAA game.
Like MMO,
Isn't it
like
trying to be like fucking Overwatch or something? Or am I thinking?
I heard it was trying to be like.
I'll be right back. Once again, just give me a second.
I heard it was just trying to be like Destiny.
No, so it is like a shoot and loot MMO like kind of deal. But
I'm not a big fan of those.
Like Destiny, yeah. If you already don't like shoot and loot kind of things, you're not gonna like it. It's definitely not gonna be your thing. But to compare it to Destiny 2 is a little unfair. Like the two have definite different feels. Like their gameplay loop's the same, but they feel different. And that's coming from somebody that spent the last like 2 weeks on Destiny 2 and playing the VIP demo all night last night. Well, as much as I could without input lag. That's a server issue that I'm pretty sure is going to be fixed on release. So
yeah, one thing I'm really excited about though is I've mentioned it earlier, but Elite Dangerous' season this year.
It's like I played a little bit of it, and I had like some friends and stuff I played with, but I'm like, this is like okay, but again, like I said at the beginning, I'm hanging on to the dream that is Star Citizen. Like they recently, I'm going to be installing it again here soon because they fully reworked the 300i, so it's like bigger now and has like a full like cabin and everything for the captain and stuff.
Oh yeah, actually, what makes those kind of games better is just something like this.
Yeah, I might want to get a joystick set up and then play it in VR. It's like I have my Oculus like right here.
Yeah, I used to play Elite Dangerous a lot on VR, but I don't have a good processor, and it just ripples the screen every time. I'm like, okay.
I find a lot of people complain about motion sickness. I feel it's like during locomotion and stuff. I find that it's just you have to get used to it, and once you're used to it, like play other games that are built for VR before you start trying to do like your Skyrim VR and your Fallout 4 VR and stuff with the locomotion. So you can get used to just moving in the space, and then you should be good. Like I fucked the trigger up on. So I have Gorn, right? But Gorn is not what broke my controller. What broke my controller is I discovered there's paperclip. There's fucking staplers in the office section of Job Simulator. And I just went really ham and I fucked the trigger up on my right.
Oh no! Oh. Yeah. By the way, Argon. Just to respond to what you said. Yeah, fuck EA for not making KOTOR 3.
Yeah, fair enough.
I want KOTOR 3. You know, I haven't gotten
a thing I hear that often.
I mean, I haven't really gotten far in KOTOR, but I honestly liked it.
I beat the first one, and I haven't touched the second one too much. Like I have it thanks to the Origin access, but
yeah, I just got it on Steam when it was on sale.
Yeah, fair enough. It's weird though. It's like EA is doing better in the races of like who is better than Ubisoft right now. Like Ubisoft's just going down the tubes right now.
Yeah.
I remember Ubisoft. I guess they made a reference to that infamous like negative 600,000 like download Reddit post.
I heard about this.
Yeah, where it's like pride and accomplishment, and like they made fun of it in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and it's like Ubisoft, you don't get to fucking talk.
Yeah, because
criticize EA for unnecessary monetization and corruption.
Hey, Harrison R17 wants to be acknowledged.
Hi.
Ubisoft is like, they're like, where's your pride and accomplishment? Why do you want to pay for your shit while simultaneously putting a bunch of shit, a bunch of fucking paywalls, unless you like grind for hours. From what I've heard, I haven't played Odyssey.
I'm gonna just a heads up. I'm gonna end the hangout in like 15 minutes.
Okay.
No problem.
I got people coming over. We're doing a marathon of the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans.
Oh, really? Ooh.
Because spoiler alert, that's the recommendation on the next Sardonicast episode.
Ooh, oh my god, people got
like the whole trilogy, or just like one film?
Well, so it was my recommendation, and because we kept talking on the podcast like, man, we need to revisit them so we can like actually tell if it's just nostalgia or like, because none of us had seen them in a long time.
The first
one
is
comparing them. So I said my recommendation is Spider-Man 2, and I told them I'll be watching all three. They have no obligation to, but immediately Ralph and Alex were like, yeah, we're going to watch all three. So it's like, okay, great. So we're going to talk about all three.
I say the first one's best because Macho Man Randy Savage.
So
Saw is ready.
So basically, we're binge watching through the entire trilogy.
That's what I'm doing today, and so I'm ending the hangout in like 15 minutes so I can get things ready for people to come over.
Damn it! I haven't even watched. Sorry, go on.
There's like this annoying, disgustingly toxic like controversy about the PS4 game adding in the Raimi suit.
Oh, why is that a controversy?
Is they were so upset that it didn't like come with, and they kept harassing.
Oh, because it's DLC.
And
is it DLC?
They originally wanted to, they were going to.
They did add in the Raimi suit eventually, but people were so hostile about it.
Did you have to pay for it though?
Connor, I have not seen Hilda, but I am adding it to my watch list.
No, the Raimi suit
is good. I like it.
Oh, it's already on my watch list.
Well, why are people complaining? I mean,
because they've
it's free.
Yelling about it like since day one.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Nasty on Twitter towards
people are going to complain about everything.
You don't care about your fans.
The devs
Then they added it, and they're like,
the devs originally wanted to put it out after Christmas, and they didn't tell anyone they were going to put out the Raimi suit. Like they were going to release it at some point, but they just kept getting harassment from the people playing the game. So they just
it was going to be a cool surprise, but
yeah, it was going to
kept
be cool, but then folks complained.
You know,
yeah, I guess I need to play through that DLC at some point. How much? How much shit is there, by the way?
Well, they've released 3 DLC by now.
Oh, really? Are they all free or no?
I don't think so.
Probably not.
I'm not sure.
I think you pay once for like 4 DLC because they're all one storyline.
Is it a lot of content, I guess?
Yeah, it's a lot of content.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still pissed off at fucking Trials Fusion. My season pass doesn't work. Like, what? Who do I call over that? Because it's one of those things where it's like I could call Microsoft customer support, but then they're just going to tell me to contact Ubisoft, and then I call Ubisoft, and then they're just going to tell me to contact Microsoft. Like I can already tell it's going to be one of those things, and it's always.
You might just have to run the hamster wheel for a bit. You know,
I've been working in like
what am
call centers.
They're just going to be like, oh, your console's broken or something, even though everything else is fine.
Yeah,
you do not like. I hate that so much when other companies pass the freaking buck.
Yeah,
they're like,
have
here,
you ever seen I, Daniel Blake?
Daniel Blake.
I was just made aware of that movie like the other day. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, that's a great movie. That's basically a lot of that.
Also, I will check out.
The consequences are more serious because it's about like his health. Or no, wait, it's not about his health. It's about his money or something. I can't remember, but it came out 2016, and I thought it was awesome.
How about Weekend at Bernie's?
What about it?
I don't know. I just like it.
I like.
I actually haven't seen it.
But
I know what it is.
So it's so a couple guys go on like vacation to like their boss's house to like talk about promotions, and he fucking dies.
Yeah.
So they have to like
I'm well
fake that
aware
he's
of-
alive. Yeah.
Yeah, it's in pop culture enough that I know what it is.
Yeah, I liked it. It was goofy, and the second one was like kind of goofy because they added like some voodoo shit to the mix. Like it actually added something instead of just being like, oh hey, same joke.
Hey Adam, how was Tenacious D in the Pick of Destiny?
I didn't like it, and I felt kind of bad because my brother really wanted to watch it.
Oh,
he loves it, and there's a lot of people that love it. I don't know why. It's not great. It's kind of like really amateurish filmmaking, and the jokes aren't funny. And
my sister gets very upset when I don't like movies that she shows me. And by that, I mean almost all movies that she shows me.
It just wasn't.
I'm glad my sister isn't like that.
I liked it because like the raunchy kind of jokes, like they're all obvious and easy to make jokes. But I watched it first when I was like really little, so I guess I just kind of have nostalgia attached to it, as I think a lot of
people do.
Yeah.
I think the scene, to go back to Weekend at Bernie's, I think the scene that made me laugh hard as a kid was when they were on the boat.
Oh yeah.
And he was being dragged behind, and he was hitting all the buoys.
Yeah.
And it would just make that loud. Boom.
Can we talk about the fact that Jablinski Games has not released a single fucking gameplay video?
They did pinball. That's a game.
And every single video he makes is getting to the front page of Reddit, and I don't understand why.
I kind
of understand why, actually. It's because a popular celebrity that people likes that people like is embracing meme culture in a way and dancing to Undertale music, but it's not like good content. It's not like
it's
better
mostly
than
his,
any other YouTuber that does the same thing. It's just like, oh,
mostly
it's Jack Black this
his
time.
son is just kind of going and like being like, "Hey, Dad, let's do all this meme content."
Yeah,
and his
I don't want to
dad's
be
being-
mean. He
Yeah, I
seems like a
feel
nice guy. His kid seems nice, but it's like it's
like-
not good content.
Honestly, I
I
feel
would-
that either way, even if it didn't succeed, Jack Black would keep doing it because it's something that him and like his son can do and enjoy together. And I feel that's
Yeah,
what a lot of
it's-
people enjoy about it.
It's a very
know-
humbling father-son thing that we get to
That's
see on the
that's
internet.
endearing.
Yeah.
But it's not good content.
It's not good content. It's just endearing.
Yeah.
I would love to see a YouTube channel where some guy's like, "Oh, I am a hardcore gamer," and then he like loads up fucking Minesweeper on Windows XP. Just
and he clears like the hardest difficulty. No, there's like a Pornhub channel that like doesn't put up any porn ever. It's like I disinfect the casting couch, or I ride in a taxi and don't have sex with the cab driver.
I hate when Minesweeper gets to a point where it's just random chance at the end when you have like 2 left and they're the exact same numbers, and it's
I
like,
could not
fuck.
I could not fucking understand what Minesweeper when I was a kid. I don't know if I'd be able to understand it now.
Oh no, it's totally simple to understand.
Really?
The number represents how
Like
many
how-
mines are adjacent to it.
Oh, so you just have to like.
So it's a process of elimination. But then if you're playing on the harder difficulties, the process of elimination is no longer up to you at that point. There'll be some where it's just like, okay, well, I just have to guess which one of these it is because it's just as likely. I hate that because then it's not skill anymore.
DeepMind released an AI with the sole intention of ruining Koreans' monopoly on StarCraft 2 skills.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
I heard about that.
Have you guys seen that old video of like the Minesweeper trailer? It's not real.
Yeah, I saw that. I remember that.
It was a classic.
The live action Minesweeper.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. If it were made today, it would be perfect mockery of what's going on.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like Emoji Movie. I heard Angry Birds was
Playmobil.
okay.
Playmobil. Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd watch it
Are
over
there any?
movies.
Just since we're in the last 10 minutes of this, are there any questions or comments from people that might not have been able to ask something that they wanted to?
Oh shoot! I was
Also extends to the chat too, right?
No, I was just gonna say that I haven't even watched like the movie Ralph has recommended yet because I'm so busy with fucking schoolwork.
Yeah,
college kicked in.
I'm glad the podcast is only happening once every 2 weeks. It's super manageable this way.
Well,
yeah,
we're all super busy.
But now I have to like apparently watch 3 movies, but technically I have to only watch Spider-Man 2, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I did not watch Mule.
I also recommended another game. I don't know if you've seen it. You did mention Overgrowth at one point, but
yeah. What the hell? Why? That game's been in beta for like 20 years. Like
since I was in fucking middle
it's
school.
no longer it looked cool at one point, but now it's just like, what? There's so many other better indie titles now. What the hell were you thinking?
Well, anyway, I posted a link to a game made by those same guys.
Go play RimWorld for like tard wrangling simulator.
Just a kid that rants. What do you mean it won't give you? Are you a $10 patron or are you lower? Because this is the $10 perk. Also, this call is going to end in like 5 minutes, so you're kind of late. But well, if you want to ask something, just ask it in chat right here, and I'll respond to it. Oh, well, you should be able to check your messages or the post wall. Like we haven't hit the 10-person limit at all. If you go on the posts, if you want to come in and ask something, I'll wait for you. I'll wait for like 5 minutes.
Emails.
I apologize. But I mean,
I get an email.
They're all sent out. Like even if you didn't get the message, you should be able to check the wall where the posts are and just click the link there.
Yeah, I was a little confused my first time, that's for sure.
Yeah, we'll be doing it again next month. Thoughts on the Us trailer? It looks cool. Oh, hey, is this the person? No?
Hey, okay.
Hey, hello.
Is that different? No, whatever.
Who the fuck are you?
It's a ghost. It's a
an
glitch.
internet ghost.
It's unfriended. Shit, we're all gonna die.
No, it's a dark web.
Dude.
Wait, was there a ghost in dark web, or was
No,
it?
it's just like elite hacker guys.
Oh my gosh! Why don't they just stay consistent?
Dark web is really funny.
Dude.
Someone's asking if I think intelligence and discipline is enough to create amazing art. No, it's not.
Yeah.
You have to have a knack for it. Some people just have it, and other people don't.
And imagine.
It's like I could write it like I could create a great like universe. I feel the problem is I just can't like finish anything I start writing.
Honestly,
you can be an
my
intelligent
biggest-
and disciplined person and still have no idea what the fuck you're doing when it comes to art.
Honestly, like the biggest problem that I have is that I keep losing focus because I have ADHD and high functioning autism. Well, mostly it's the ADHD.
It happens.
Yeah. You take like Ritalin or anything?
I used to, but they were making me really depressed my later years in high school. Yeah, like I'm not gonna go into details because it's kind of fucked up, but it got pretty bad.
That's fine.
Actually, it's funny because I like have a wikia that's just kind of helping me organize my story writing. But
yeah,
I'm kind of glad
I should do that. That's smart.
Yeah, you know what? Since we're just kind of an enclosed group, this is what it is.
Well, I mean, this is also being streamed, but
yeah, it is.
But I mean, like, it's not
chat between us is not like. I'll hit you
well,
up.
I'm not gonna.
Oh wait, is this like?
Yeah.
So this is like the wiki page that you created yourself?
I'm not telling anyone anything about my game right now.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, I hope you make it.
I'll check that out later.
Well,
I'm not gonna do that right now.
I haven't.
Yeah.
I have an idea for an action RPG, but here's the thing: that's like a big project, and it's not gonna happen for a while.
Yeah, and like nothing ever happens overnight, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking baby steps, man.
Yeah.
Want to finish my album and my music videos first, so.
Hey, I mean, it's the way it's going right now. I feel you have a great chance at having a successful album.
I think so.
Oh yeah.
Like I know definitely like if you release on Google Play or something, I'll pick it up to support you.
I think there's enough people that are like excited for it, and I think that with what it is, I think it's unique enough that like it's my voice, and there's people that are going to connect with it. It's not made to be like the most accessible thing, like in the same way that
be something you could be proud.
Yeah, like all my favorite artists, there's tons of people that hate them. Like not everybody listens to Bright Eyes, obviously. But I think
Bright Eyes?
Bright Eyes is my favorite band. Yeah.
Oh.
And yeah. Let's see. Oops. Sorry. One second. Yeah. Just a kid that rants. Just post your question in chat, and I'll answer it. You gotta post it.
I feel like we could all just still hang out even while Adam's gone.
Honestly, I'd be cool with it.
I'm down.
Y'all are down. Yeah. Fuck it.
When I leave and end the call, your guys is still stays.
Yeah.
Is that what happens? Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I think
I actually have to go now. A little after the chat, but because I have another thing happening tonight.
I think we stay, but the YouTube video ends.
Yeah.
Sadly,
Sadly,
the chat does not get to see our compelling conversations after Adam's gone. So
I got stuff to say. I'm down to stick around.
Am I planning on doing several music videos? Yes, but I'm not planning on being as involved in each of them. Like I want to outsource at least one or two of them. Because I would like an animated music video, and obviously I don't animate, so
if I knew, I'd totally do it.
What is
Blender?
I don't understand your question. What's your question? Just a kid that rants. Oh wait, You can take a character from any form of media and put them into the real world. Does that sound interesting? I don't. Whenever somebody asks me about like concepts, I don't really have anything to say about it because I'm a person that values the execution more than anything. So sometimes people will like send me a script and be like, "Is this good?" I'm like, "Well, I don't know," because it's all about how you execute it, right? Like that's you can't really like sure there can be such a thing as a good or a bad script, but I don't really it's impossible for me to judge that before knowing what the actual plans or goals are for
Yeah, that's what you told me. So
Yeah.
when I asked you
a
about some of the
better-
ideas I had,
I think a better question would be: is this a good concept? Like, could this be executed well?
Yeah, I mean, like when I think like good concepts, I'm usually thinking like interesting, like the core plot is not something that I would really be able to judge because Under the Skin and Species are the same plot but two very different movies, you know. So it's all about like if we're gonna talk concepts, I would talk like filming concepts. I would talk like concepts of limitations. Like, wouldn't it be cool if there was a movie that was all filmed from the perspective of this one thing, and that was the whole, you know, like that to me is concept. But when we're talking like just core plot, I don't. It really could go either way. It's all about the execution.
Let me throw this out here. I was thinking, so we have like all these like military films. They're all like big budget things, and I was like, well, that's not how the army is like at all. Being somebody that's enlisted, I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool if we had like kind of a found footage deal? But it would make sense why they have the camera because a lot of soldiers go out, they buy a GoPro, and you can just mount it straight to your helmet.
Yeah.
So
or you can just like.
It's a good concept.
Like yeah, I mean that's not a bad concept.
Like a cool scene to be like, because you usually take the helmet off somebody when you're examining them for like injuries and things like that. Like the cameraman gets downed, right? So they take his helmet off and set it to the side, so you can see like the full like medical thing going on or something like that.
I had this idea for a film, which the working title I just call it Way Back in Harpshire, and it's just not going to go into full details, but I just wanted to be in like first person perspective.
Just a Kid That Rants. I would recommend for next time. Test out a different Google Hangout call with somebody else before you come back to it. Maybe you're using a browser that you shouldn't use or something. Like try it on Chrome next time.
Chrome works for sure.
Test it out.
Chrome works. That's
somewhere
what I'm doing.
And then
Can't do anything else if you have Chrome open, but yeah.
And my tip is just to kind of leave Patreon open, like when it's like 30 minutes before the hangout.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever started 30 minutes early, but
I was actually
sometimes I've been late.
I mean, honestly, I just do it because it's like I'll forget.
I was actually working on a thing for one of my computer science classes. It's before the chat started, so you know you can get something done before the chat goes live.
Tyler Cooper is asking my favorite caffeinated beverage. Does Kahlua count? I don't know.
Yes, Kahlua counts.
I don't know if that would even be my favorite either way.
I don't know. Kahlua makes me pretty tired.
I like Pepsi, despite all the Coke Zeros that I've been obviously drinking.
Yeah,
you drink what they have
back there.
I haven't.
I like Red Bull.
Red Bull's too easy.
Amp has like organic flavors. It's actually really good. Like they have like a pineapple coconut flavor. You know, just ghetto pina colada, and it's actually
made from real organs.
I wish, but they're made from real fruits.
You're a real fruit. Got him.
Oh, geez,
yeah.
Ouch, roasted.
Fuck. I don't know. I'm at least a 1 on the Kinsey scale at the very least.
I'm just a coffee addict. I can't, like, energy drinks, they hype me up way too much. I'm more of a coffee person.
I'm so weird that way because, like, if I drink a coffee, it'll ruin my sleep. I'll be up all night. But if I drink a Red Bull, like, in the morning, I'll be fine by the end of the night. If it's a coffee, it'll stay in my system and ruin my whole fucking day.
Well, I've had so much caffeine, like, when we were in Kuwait and stuff, that I'm pretty desensitized to all forms of caffeine, unless it's like straight like blonde roast espresso shots that I'm just doing.
If I drink caffeine, it's actually hard to find caffeine in Utah, believe it or not. But it's gonna be Dr. Pepper, honestly.
I was walking back from a Dunkin'. That's why I was on the road.
America doesn't have real sugar in their sodas. That bugs me.
Really?
Yeah, you guys have high fructose corn syrup instead of sugar.
It's
Oh,
good.
yeah.
If you buy a soda in like Canada or Mexico, it's real sugar and it's very different.
Does it
There
taste
are
different at
some
all?
places
I think it does.
You can
It
get
does.
sugar sometimes,
Absolutely. It makes a taste difference.
Yeah.
because you can
That's
get
all-
like Mountain Dew throwback or Pepsi throwback or anything.
Yeah, I've always wanted to try cane sugar, but if that's the case, then
I
Yeah.
I think
The,
I
a
actually
commonly
hate
sold,
corn syrup. It always leaves this weird texture on my tongue. It feels slimy.
yeah, where you get like kind of phlegmy when you drink it. So a commonly sold soda that has cane sugar in it, if you want to try it out, is a Jarritos or Jarritos, whatever the hell. It's a Mexican soda sold at most convenience stores here. So
yeah. By the way, Grant Kirkman, I don't know how many times I've heard that said.
Sugar is poison. Everything's
yes.
poison.
sugar actually is
Poison!
You guys see the other JonTron video?
Napples.
Oh,
Napples.
Yeah, Dan Aykroyd's Crystal Skull vomit.
that was a good one.
Oh yeah.
Sugar in
Hey
it,
guys,
guys.
guess what? JonTron might actually be on an actual fucking upload schedule for once.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
Oh, I'm
goodness.
so hyped.
Well, it's
Man.
like something
I hope he
happens
does
in
video
life and you
games
just have to
again,
go
though.
and do a bunch of other stuff, you know.
By
Like,
the way,
How much money do you think JonTron makes that he can just stop making videos for a year and then whenever he feels like it?
I mean, I feel that it was there was like other stuff that came up in his life during that 11-month like period where he was just dead, you know.
I think he just makes a lot of money.
It could be. He has really high production value in almost all of his videos.
His fucking apartment in New York. Like,
Yeah,
Jesus
seriously.
Christ.
Holy shit.
Apparently, as of 2018, his approximate net worth is $1 million.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
For a YouTuber, that's
Jesus
really
Christ.
impressive.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Ugh.
God
If
damn.
I get to that point,
Yeah.
I'm gonna reevaluate my
Yeah.
work schedule.
You're gonna just.
by the
I
way,
don't want to be like I don't want to be fucking working my ass off forever, you know.
You don't want to
Nah,
burn
I
out.
don't
I
know,
really
man.
don't. Like
I
I
can't.
don't think I'm ever gonna stop the YMS channel in terms of like I'm always gonna be like
Hang on.
talking about movies and shit, but like there might be a time where I'm like, okay, like these huge gigantic ass review projects, they're probably not gonna come as frequently. You know?
So I looked
Yeah.
up. I just out of curiosity, I googled "your movie sucks net worth," and the top is for the YMS Reddit. It's Adam Gay.
Nice.
Gee, I wonder.
Huh?
It sounds like he made it pretty obvious
It's-
multiple times.
It's probably personal, but if I were to guess, I'd say it's probably,
At least
shit.
buy.
I don't want to
At
guess.
least buy.
I don't
by
even
the
want to
way,
guess, actually.
for anyone who doesn't know yet, Soldier Boy did in fact pussy out.
Nice.
He pulled his consoles off the market, which is funny.
Nice.
It was on Twitter like
It's funny
Nintendo
because
ain't gonna do
the
shit.
Twitter posts.
Nintendo ain't gonna do shit, and then he was like, okay,
And then
Nintendo.
Nintendo did something, and then
Yeah.
surprise Pikachu face.
Someone's asking if I'm working on the 2007 list. I haven't exactly gotten into the like
Meat.
full force of it yet because
Oh.
I'm catching up on Oscar movies and I need to finish editing and syncing that commentary track.
It's like
But there's a few different projects that like once I get those things out of the way, I've got some notes here of things that I just write my notes on fucking.
I just remembered what I was going to say a long time ago about frickin' Wreck-It Ralph. Every time I heard frickin' John C. Reilly speaking, all I could hear is Dr. Steve Rule.
All right. I'm gonna end the hangout. Any final questions or
Oh,
comments?
actually, yeah, I got one. I
Yeah,
didn't.
go
I
for
didn't
it.
want to be disingenuous by just like coming straight out with it, but I sent you an email. I think like around August about a film I made. It was like a student film.
Hmm.
Just want to know if you got it, or I sent it to like the entire Sardana cast as well. You know, Ralph and.
I get a lot of those emails, and
Yeah, I figured you got buried. Yeah.
There's
I wonder.
some points where it's easier for me to be like, yeah, I'll just watch this right now. But like, I'm pretty
With-
sure when you
yeah.
sent that, I was like in the full force of my old boy thing, where I just didn't have like that much time to do anything.
It sounds like he has it buried for sure. Yeah.
Send it again. How long is it?
It's an hour 20.
Oh,
An
really?
hour 20.
Shit.
Damn, student.
I don't know if I don't know if I don't know if I have that much time.
I totally understand. Yeah, I just
Do you
wanted
have
to know.
a trailer you can send?
So
So I can like judge
Make one in
people, like,
iMovie real quickly.
So many
just
things.
yeah,
that
I'll put that ending on it. Dun, dun.
I don't mean to sound disrespectful.
No,
I'm just
no.
like there's so much shit and a lot of shit that like so many things that people send me asking for my opinion on, and it's just like I don't, you know, I gotta be really selective in what I decide to watch because I just don't have all that time.
I thought you guys watched like the first
till the hangout.
Sorry, what?
Oh, I thought you guys just watched like the first 20 minutes. And like, well, I understand, you know, put the turning point in 15 minutes, but like my movie for the first 50 minutes is pretty slow build up. It's it's a bit Aronofsky where it's, you know, flicks the switch. But I thought you guys just opted out and didn't say anything, so I was like, but it's good to hear like at least you got, or like, you know, in some form of way, like, you know, it got to you guys.
Well,
But-
yeah, there's so many different things that people send that of asking us to look at them, and it's so impossible to keep up with every single one of them, you know.
I think
I've
eventually
got so many projects on the go right now.
Yeah, I think eventually, if it, like, I kind of want to say it's like I have notes for world building. It's just like a few pages long in a Google Doc. Like I might be able to send if you just want to like skim through it, be like, oh, this is cool, but this could be changed, you know. Or something like that.
It's so difficult.
Yeah, I know.
For me to justify, like, just going through other people's things to give them feedback when it's like that's not really technically work because I'm not going to put it on my channel, you know.
Yeah.
It's like I don't even justify, you know, taking time to play video. The only reason I was playing that Halo level is because I was doing that while I was working out, and it's like at this point in my life, just very recently, I am now finally just like dedicating some time in my day to exercise, which is something that I've just completely ignored for the past few years. So.
What might be a cool idea is you could have like the top like 10, top 5 like fan submissions or something. So like you could make that,
that would be excellent.
Evaluating fan things. Like put it out in a poll. Like the idea, you know.
Adam reviews some Randy's project.
I feel like that would make like a hierarchy though, where like people would feel like you respect this more than that.
Yeah,
like, I wouldn't, but I understand where that might go. Yeah.
It's a cool idea.
I don't want to put a lot of my fans on blast too.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like think about how fucking tough I am with like other films. You know. I don't want to be a dick. Anyway.
Yeah. Well,
yeah. I unfortunately do not have all the time in the world. But
if only we did.
I know. Synecdoche, New York, man. Getting older. We're all gonna die. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for your patronage. Thank you for your support.
Thank you.
You too.
I will set the date for the next one. I almost forgot to set the date for this one. I've been so flustered. But yeah, just I'll probably try to do that in the first week of February.
Well, hopefully next time I can be like, hey, I'm not a tank mechanic anymore because I'm moving to cybersecurity.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be like huge fucking money. It's like $75 an hour, like internships outside of the military.
All right, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.